I think Kanye West is a businessman. I think he's very good at. Because to be honest, I don't really know hardly any of his songs, and the ones that I do know, I know a couple. Gold Digger. And there's another one that I think I like. Maybe two more. I don't know.
I know he does. Stronger, faster, bigger.
Faster, harder, stronger.
And then what about he did something where he said he invented the Beatles. Oh, no. 4 or 5 seconds to summer.
Yeah, 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, it is. It's 4 or 5 seconds.
God, I love that song.
Because of 4 or 5 seconds from Wild End.
Yeah.
4 or 5 seconds. And it was with Rihanna and
Paul McCartney
and Kanye, and all McCartney did was play the guitar. You never heard him.
I know when you walked in, you saw underwear
on Marketplace.
Now listen, I looked at this last night. It was on
Marketplace. Just I want to make sure people know that Jake was looking at women's underwear on Facebook Marketplace.
Now wait, I saw this last night. And I out of the blue told Sydney this morning. I go.
He said, "I think I found used underwear on Facebook Marketplace. Look at them."
I did. And I go, look at that. I go, I know in my recent search history on Marketplace, you're going to see some underwear. And I showed her. And they're sexy thongs or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you could see, it's not,
Well, the name of it's see-through panties. You can get these bad boys right at Lake Geneva. Anyway. So
who's selling them?
Well, let me show you. This is who's selling them.
Please be a man named Craig.
No, her name is...
Her?
Yeah, her name is Anna.
That. Okay.
That's what I said. I go, they have to be used because she is beautiful.
Yeah.
And
how much are the panties?
$45.
Well, then 100% they're used.
And there's numerous ones.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, from her.
I like that there is an industry for this.
Look at that profile picture.
Like there's a legitimate place. There's multiple places where you can buy and sell used underwear on the internet. And she said, Facebook, I can do it on Facebook. People will figure it out.
Well, like Sydney said, it's weird because sometimes you probably got to hand deliver these.
Oh, no. What are you talking about? Sometimes. I think you do. I've never had anything delivered.
I'm sure you probably could.
But she's from but you can't. Most of the time, you don't find things on Marketplace unless they're in your area.
Danner, just real quick. Look at the underwear she's selling.
Okay. How many different pairs? Her mom is on Facebook.
This woman has been through some dudes. Nobody that's a virgin takes pictures on that, like a profile picture. Of that.
No.
Okay, go ahead and point at the underwear.
Oh my God, she's selling lingerie. So many.
Which one would you? Wait. I'll tell you which one that you would probably want to put in your mouth.
Okay.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
We'll get to you, Sydney. You can have your choice in a minute. I got it in my head.
I know which ones you would take.
What you do?
Yeah. Okay.
You have your choice?
Yeah, I have mine.
All right. I would say you would probably pick.
And I know which ones you would pick.
This is tough.
Okay.
I want to go this one.
Okay.
Or this one.
Okay.
Am I wrong completely?
No, you're right on one of them.
Oh, I am? So I would go with this one.
Wrong.
Oh, dang it!
50 shot. I would say that one for you.
I don't mind that.
Or this one.
Yeah.
If we were going for a set, otherwise I think you'd grab
this one.
Those. Oh, you would too?
I would probably pick that one.
We have same taste
in women's used underwear.
Yes, strangers' used garments.
So then I went, I have a mutual friend.
You do?
That isn't her friend. Guess who it is?
Upskirt.
No. Yeah, that dude's got some stuff going on in a few days.
I know. Can we take off and go?
I think we should.
I would really like to.
I'll meet you guys at the hub.
It's pretty much a staple in our show.
Oh my God. It would be so awkward to be there.
Oh my God, I would love it. I'd never met this person before in my entire life. It'd be so funny.
Wes McCain. The other radio.
Of course, never mind.
That's what I said. Yeah. I go, yeah, he's definitely my mutual friend.
You have a mutual friend, and she has a customer.
And that guy...
Is that his girlfriend?
No.
Remember when we saw his girlfriend, and she was she was way out of his league.
Oh yeah,
this seems
everybody
like way
thought
out
that
of his
dude
league.
was really
he was
good.
handsome.
See, you even think so?
He was handsome.
I don't know that.
And he went to the gym, so he had a decent body to him. And
he's
other than the look at me attitude, he was a pretty cool guy to sit and have a beer with.
Now, I didn't get that far in the relationship with, because that is the part that I hate about us people in this business.
Yeah,
that goofy, I'm going to do something really goofy to grab all the attention.
Yeah, because he was another judge on that scene.
Was he a look at me DJ?
He was very look at me, but he was look at me when he wanted to be look at me. Like, does that make sense?
No,
Otherwise, he was just a good guy to just sit and have a few drinks with.
Colton just sent me a video. He's in Dallas right now.
Is official?
No, they're doing their. By the way, Colton is my nephew who's also in radio, but he's in a Clear. I always want to call it Clear Channel. You want to know how you wanted me to date myself? I call it Clear Channel. iHeart.
Which is, God, just say it every time. The best marketing and rebranding that
how many
company
people
has
have
ever
came
done.
to us and said, "Hey, are you on iHeart Radio?"
Yeah, it's not. iHeartRadio is not just NAP. It's a full-fledged company of radio stations. They used to be, and they're like dying. So like they're how much debt are they in?
Lots, but they're not going to go anywhere.
I know.
They got that whole plan now. Again, this is definitely radio inside talk, so we'll only spend just a second on it. But he said what they're doing, and eventually, they're getting rid of there's going to be one guy that does all the nights for Northeast, one guy that does all the nights for the West Coast, whatever it is.
Yeah, dying was the wrong word. They're just in massive amounts of debt, and they just keep pushing off bankruptcy.
Well, anyway, so he sends me a video because he's down there and he's got a interview. What do they got? It's not it's the Kiss Bash or whatever. What the hell is
Christmas?
that? Not
Christmas tree.
No, it's a little bit bigger than
Jingle Ball.
Yeah, than our Christmas tree.
Are you sure they're not giving away iPads? iPods.
Well, he's got
$25 gift cards.
So he's got to do that, and he's doing a show, by the way, from this studio that he's about ready to sign.
Oh, really?
For a minute, back in Minnesota, because the stations are all connected if they want to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's got to do. He sent me a video of the studio, and I went, it's so funny because that is such a legendary studio that he's in.
Yeah. Is it the same studio or did they move buildings? Or is it just kind of like the studio is a metaphor for like where it is, like the numbers?
Well, Kid Craddock Studio is in a different part of the building.
Okay.
He has his own studio that was syndicated. This is where Billy the Kid and all those guys do their show.
Okay.
It's just kind of a studio. It's really, this has, I think, newer equipment in it. Ours.
That's funny.
And it's weird, and you think, like Dave Ryan Studio in Minnesota, that's just awful.
Yeah, it doesn't, he's just got the dials.
The pots, the analog.
Yeah.
The difference is those guys in those little crap studios are making lots of money.
Yeah.
Tons of it. Well, anyway, so Colton's got do you guys know the Kim
Jong-un, yes.
Kombucha Camille? What's her name? I almost had it. I was being funny, but I almost had it. Camille.
Camilla Cabello?
That's it. That's who he's got. That's one of the ones he's got to interview.
Today?
In the next couple days. He goes on stage and he has to interview in front of all the bosses, like live. And all the big wigs are there.
4 people?
What's that?
Is it for anything other than just an interview?
The Jingle Ball.
Thank God.
I'm so sorry.
I thought
singers.
It was just like, we're going to bring in a massive singer and we're going to put you in front of all the people that make decisions and you have to interview them like it's on the air. Okay, come here, Camilla Cabello, one of the hottest artists of top 40 music right now.
Is she?
I would say so. She was in Fifth Harmony. She's dating Shawn Mendes. She's got that song, They Call Me Señorita.
Oh, that's her!
Yes.
Or is that Shawn? That's
both.
her?
That's both.
Wow.
And I like that song together.
I'm, he said he's kind of a little nervous, because you would be.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, you should it should be just focused on money. That's all you care about, is that she's loaded rich. And then he had an idea that he wanted to pull out his phone and have his car payment up there and just say, will you pay this off? And I think this is really, really fun, but he says any funny bit that he tries to do in front of those people, not in front of the bosses, but in front of those top 40, they never want to play along. And it just gets really awkward, and then he has him for another like 4 minutes after that.
He should definitely save that towards the end. Kind of do a few like, so what, you grew up like really poor, right? And then kind of lead into it and be like, yeah, I grew up poor too. Can you make my car payment
disappear
just really quick? Just no, don't pay off the whole car. Just like, it's Christmas and I'd really like to not pay this.
They he did this. He had to interview some, I don't know, boy band or whatever it was. There was like 4 of them last year when he did it, and he had the idea. He gave them all bananas, and they all had to chew on neat bananas while he interviewed, and none of them did it. And they go, "We're not going to do this." And he said it was just so awkward.
Yeah, because I think it would. Were they big? Was it like a big name?
Probably. I don't know, but they decided not to do that.
Their PR people are like, don't put anything phallic in your mouth. My God, guys.
Because it's a DJ, and they're going to ask you to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, you asked me about The Irishman. I have not watched it yet. Apparently, it's 3.5 hours long.
I heard that it's super long. And that seems like a movie where there's a lot of no talking and silence to make it up. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, it's a slow-moving
I think you
film.
could probably fall asleep during it, but I think you're going to want to finish it. That's what I think. I think it'll take you 8 times to try to finish this.
Should this have been like a miniseries instead?
Maybe.
Like
I don't know.
8-episode miniseries?
I just can't see Martin do it. He's just such a elitist with those type of movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he seems like if he's not going to do a film that is going to go... I'm surprised, honestly...
That he didn't go to theater.
Yeah, this prick is saying that it's now, this isn't cinema, none of this is cinema, and then he takes his newest and latest movie and puts it out on a streaming service.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, that wasn't him. That was Spielberg who said those are garbage. Never mind. I thought it was...
Well, no, Martin did too. Martin said that they were all garbage.
That streaming service movies?
Oh, sorry. Boy, I overmodulated that. No. Yeah, I thought you meant just Marvel movies.
No, Spielberg came out and said that streaming services shouldn't be... That movies shouldn't go there. That's not what movies are about.
It's funny. I was just reading this. Brad Pitt was talking about he loves them. He's like, because movies are getting made that would have never been made before. Yeah. And he says you're getting to see brilliant movies. He says even across the waters, you're getting to see all those TV shows that are offered to you now. He's like, I don't mind it.
Yeah, why would anybody...
Brad's too laid back.
I think he's just too... I think
he said he hasn't cried in 20... He says he cries now.
Wait, who? What?
Brad.
What do you mean he hasn't cried?
He hasn't cried in 20 years. He says he's not a crier, and he says he finally cries because he lets himself. He's in a weird... Man, I read his whole thing with him and Anthony Hopkins interviewing each other, and they are on he is on a spiritual journey, man.
I didn't know that interview existed.
Yeah, no, I just read it.
That'd be a very odd... wait, you can't hear it?
Well, I don't know. Probably I don't know. I just was reading parts of it because it came up that way, like in script form.
I think it would be a crime if they didn't film anything that Brad Pitt did.
It's weird that I do too. I agree with that. It's weird for me to think that Bob De Niro and Al Pacino and Pesci. This is their last go. Probably all together. Pesci came out of retirement for this. He's going right back in it. He's too busy working on his jazz albums.
So, I didn't know any of those words exist. I didn't know that. I didn't know, he retired. I thought he was just Joe Pesci, and they didn't want to make Cousin Vinny 2. So he just hasn't done anything yet. And he's... I also didn't know he played jazz.
It's weird... Probably not for you as much because you never watched Goodfellas. Like that was such a big at that time. Still is. It's really good, but that was such a big movie at the time, and it's just weird going. Yeah, they're probably on their way out.
I'm pretty sure De Niro died 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, probably. I agree with that.
And they've just been like throwing Alka-Seltzer and baking soda and vinegar inside of him to make his body move.
I bet you didn't know this. Daniel Day-Lewis is actually playing all 3 parts.
Of course.
Sydney, name an Al Pacino movie.
I feel like I feel like he's in a movie named after a car. But I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Mustang?
Yeah.
I just made that up.
Yeah, that hit Al Pacino movie, Corolla.
Camry. What about Pesci? Don't say Home Alone or The Irishman.
Or Home Alone 2.
Home Alone deleted scenes.
No.
Okay,
That's not a movie.
That's all you have.
And but what about Bob De Niro, Robert De Niro?
Oh,
Cousin Vinny.
That's My Boy.
Was he?
Nope.
He wasn't?
He was in Bad Grandpa.
Oh, Bad Grandpa.
He was? Oh, yeah. Bad Grandpa. Was that Johnny Knoxville?
No, yeah, hold on.
Isn't he also in, Meet the Fockers?
No, yeah,
you're right on that.
Maybe it's not bad. Naughty Grandpa? He's in a movie where he makes love to Aubrey Plaza with Zac Efron.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, but Bad Grandpa is the one with Knoxville and that little boy who dresses up like a girl and then strips at a thing. Super funny.
The Irishman was too long and was horrible. I don't like. Maybe 80-26. That I just all of a sudden already hate you. I do. And
maybe Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what it was. It might.
It's not going to be
for
for everybody. We know that.
This dude probably likes Fast and the Furious.
I mean, most likely, but
maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back and go, it's just awful.
Yeah, I wonder if that will be a thing where you'll come back and be like, I think people just said it's good because it's a Scorsese film.
And those three are in it.
I don't know. I think if you take... I'm going to do
that. I'm going to try getting this 3.5 hour in, or movie in this week.
Over the next 6 months?
Yes. I will try very hard.
I should... Because I appreciate good acting and stuff. I should try watching this movie with no prior... Because I have no prior influence of, seeing these three on the big screen again, that's really cool.
You should watch Goodfellas.
I don't want to watch that first.
The Irishman. So do you know... I mean, this bugs me. Have you ever heard of Al Pacino?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like...
Well, so you've heard of this. If I said Al Pacino...
Yeah.
I think you would know that that's a famous person.
You know, would you think he's a singer?
But if we put up three...
No, I know he's an actor.
Okay.
If we put up three faces, could you pick out which one was his?
Ooh, depends on the other faces. I don't know, man.
What ethnicity is he?
Is he not white? Like...
Say it.
Say it.
What?
Don't type it in.
Do you think he's Asian?
No.
Do you think he's black?
I thought he was white.
I really wish you would have said he's the black actor.
Yeah. He goes by Idris Elba. What? No, it's Idris Elba.
By the way, that guy just can't... Can he not be as good looking as he is? It drives me insane.
I hate him so much.
I do too. He's so beautiful and his voice.
I thought he was really good. I thought he was really good looking when he was in The Office, because he was on The Office for a few episodes.
I do remember that.
And then I was like, wow, he's good looking, and his voice is amazing because it was really deep. And then you see him in interviews and be like, oh, son of a bitch, he's British? And like, that's not fair. I'll be the first one to say it. He was the first black man I've ever seen with a British accent. I had no idea.
You didn't know that? Yeah, okay.
I just didn't know.
I get that. I think, like I've stated this before. Right now, my black actor, the guy that I think is super talented and really good looking, is the Creed. What's that dude's
Michael B. Jordan?
Yes, got the biggest crush on that guy right now.
Pull up pictures not Al Pacino. He looks like if you shaved Big Bird. I want Idris Elba.
Oh, what a
my God! He looks kind of like Rod Stewart.
He is Rod Stewart. What a scary picture for a kid if they shaved plucked Big Bird.
My God, look at him! And then he did that stupid Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Oh, look at his suit that fits him so well.
Yeah. Why are you wearing a coat and no shirt, Idris Elba?
Well, I would. If I had a body like that, I would. This is how I would come into work every day.
Every single day. My arms are cold, but my chest and sternum are hot.
All right. Sydney says we got to leave. It's time to go.
Even in him, like, basically just woke up in the morning and he's got, like, a meth head hat on.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I pretty much follow him anywhere.
Hey. Oh, wait, I'm a 49-year-old woman. Not me, this text.
My husband made me watch it.
I love all three actors and everything, but could not stay interested. Hate me, but still love you guys. Yeah, you're a woman. I don't don't think, not to be a jerk. I was
for love and hate.
Okay.
And see if she loves or hates all the movies that you love and hate. And then if you do, then you don't even need to watch that movie because she's pretty much you.
I like that. 8026. We'll call you here in just a second. Yeah. Also, this old lady.
Did she swallow a fly?
Murrah. I think her name's Murrah. And she has a Twitter. And I have fallen in love with her. She's like 80 years old, and boy, does she complain. We'll talk about it next. Well, hey, it's Tuesday. We got past that nasty Monday. How you guys doing? Good? You guys look great.
Sick.
You guys look. Oh, you are? Oh, it's too bad.
I can feel it in my sinus.
I thought you could feel it in your ribs when you were getting sick.
Nah, different kind of sickness. I just feel like I'm getting a sinus thing.
866-916-0959. Let me say that.
Like if I'm getting a cold, I can feel it in my rib. Like when you get those body chills.
Sure.
It just starts hurting there more. But
I'll get hot flashes, but I think that's because I'm a 53-year-old woman.
Yeah, you're going through menopause. That's a different thing.
Your pest control text line 71090. 3 people in the studio, 2 boys, 1 girl. I'm one of those boys. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts, and let me just sum up marriage for you. Yesterday, my wife comes and she gets out of work, and I'm standing in the kitchen. She gives me a hug. She puts her head on my shoulder here, and it's kind of just silent for 2 seconds, just sitting there enjoying the embrace of a loved one. And then she says, we're almost out. No, she said, we're almost out of toilet paper. And that's the things that go through her head while she is hugging me. Mine
hugging
was,
that piece of
I'm
ass.
going to get lucky. That's what I thought. I'm like, should I grab her butt? Those are things going through my head.
Should.
She's thinking about other things.
I never asked permission to grab my wife's butt.
It's a very hashtag Me Too movement era, and I don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
But anyway, that kind of sums it up. Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm the other host of the show. And I have to go to gymnastics tonight, and I think we only have like a few left. And
I hope you get gold today. You try and you try and you try. That balance beam is tough for you.
It is the worst. It absolutely is.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, I almost got my triple sow cow, or I almost got it down. Hope you guys all come to my recital.
I will. I'll be there.
Thank you.
It's funny, we call that one of the moves in the bedroom.
Recital?
No.
The triple sow cow?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the cow?
I'm telling you, somebody's getting milked. I don't know why I say things. Oh, God. All right, Sydney, hi.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I have never learned how to do a cartwheel.
My daughter does them constantly. It's so annoying. You've saved your parents from being annoyed. They're very lucky. Yeah. You should actually say you're welcome to them. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for your holidays, a one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. Where are your guys' energy? Do we need to look at more thongs from this woman?
Maybe.
Is that what it is?
From West McCain's sister?
From his sister. It is his sister?
That would have been amazing. If it was like, yeah, it's my sister, and he's like promoting it on his radio show. My God, the second that I left Milwaukee, I got 15 messages from him that was like, hey, you want to do Milwaukee Radio Rejects, a podcast that I'm starting up? And I was like, nah, man, I'm not driving 2 hours to go do a 1 hour podcast with you.
He asked me that too when I left. I could have, but I don't know. I don't want to just sit there because I knew I would. How many times
did you met him?
Did I meet him on the bus? Was that dude?
That was, yeah.
Was that him with Elizabeth?
Him and Elizabeth.
Was that the first time? That was it. The one and only time.
Oh, then that would have been that'd be a weird podcast then.
Well, I didn't like it because now I'm surrounding myself. Because I don't feel like it was rejects. I feel like we left that place.
We left willingly before the station died, which it inevitably did. The station is no longer there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just felt like I didn't want it to make it sound like that we were rejects in Milwaukee.
It felt different because he got fired.
Yeah,
and we left.
Boy, I don't know how much that guy was making, or what she makes, but on his Facebook, they're always in different countries.
Yeah, what does she do?
I have no idea, besides being beautiful.
He does a radio show again, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. So much like a fine wine or a piece of cheese, one sense of humor only gets better with age.
I don't think that's true, is it?
You got to meet Myrna. Probably Myrna. Marna. Myrna.
Hold on.
MYRNA. She's an older lady with no-nonsense tweets. Gained her reputation of the funniest granny on Twitter.
Tellenhouse, or is it just Myrna?
That's her last name, Tellenhouse. Okay. Hausen. Here.
Hasn't she been around for a while?
Oh, I don't know. You're ruining this now for everyone.
Okay.
I don't know. Has she? This is the first time.
I have no idea. I've never heard of her.
Sydney, I just found out what the internet was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Myrna says, my feelings about store-bought cookies are so strong I once wore a mood ring that exploded at a reception table.
Hell yeah, you get it, Myrna.
I like this one. She looks like she's probably, 75 years old. As I suspected, no one kept the church prayer list up to date while I was gone. Now we might be wasting prayers on people who no longer need them. Idiots. Always show up for a party at least 10 minutes early. This keeps your host off balance and solidifies your reputation as superior entertainer. She takes action where others won't. Here she is. My home blood pressure monitor has given me an error message. I left 15 messages with Dr. Hoopenlooper's office, but he won't return my calls. It's not called margarine cream. Florence, whom I barely know, had the nerve to insinuate I use margarine in my buttercream frosting. Oh, I could hear the anger in that tweet.
Oh my God, I love this one. You could tell how fed up she is. I don't care for Barb's eyebrow. Just felt it was important to say something.
If you're going to freshen up your lipstick in public, why not reapply roll-on deodorant at Applebee's while you're at it? I love that she knows how to use Twitter.
She uses it better than we do. No, Doreen Van Der Putin. I do not need anger management classes. What I need is my HOA president to take my concerns seriously.
Here she is again. I made peace knowing someone used my decorative soaps while I was gone, but I never forget.
Okay. Is she single?
Another house sold in our neighborhood. I sure hope its new occupants aren't a bunch of vegetarian drum beaters. We don't serve spicy brown mustard at fellowship luncheon. We are Christian people, Edna.
Cool about.
Somehow Barb managed to find a sweater vest with leopard print pumpkins. The moment I break the big news about my choir solo, Joan diverts the conversation to her upcoming gallbladder surgery. Oh, I love this woman. So, Sydney, now, she's been around forever. We're just finding something new that's old.
Well, I mean,
how long has she been?
How old is she?
Well, I don't know.
That's
she's
how
75.
long she's been around.
No, you know what I'm saying. Don't try to be cute over on your side of the table. You said that this is old. Is this old?
I mean, how long has she had her Twitter?
Sydney, you said this is old. Is this old?
Yeah, like, is this old news? Has this been viral yet?
I think it has, but there's been so many old people famous on Twitter. Like, there was that one grandma who was, like, smoking weed, and she was famous on Twitter.
That's all I want to do is read her.
And I think she, like, hung out with Miley Cyrus at some point.
She did? Or is she just tweeting that? Man.
Well, Miley Cyrus was like...
I'm going to look up pot smoking grandma.
Best old people Twitters. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of these.
Green Rush Daily. Grandma smoking weed again. Dabbing Granny.
Maybe that's it. Man.
Grandma smokes weed for the first time. Oh, my God. Did we ever watch the video where the guy, he got medical marijuana and he bought like a pipe and everything and he wanted to really help and he didn't know how to smoke weed?
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll find it because you need to watch this guy try to smoke. Okay, I'll just explain it to you.
Does he just chew on it?
No. He puts it in the bowl. He's got a pipe and everything, but he's only seen people smoke in TV. So he's like holding it like this and he's lighting up the bottom of the bowl like it's a crack pipe. And the video is like 5 minutes long and it's just like super cuts and he's like trying to do it and he's like, I'm not feeling nothing. And then finally, and the cameraman, by the way, has been sitting there for at least 30 minutes watching this old man and then try to grab the bowl and it's hot. I mean, he just lit it on fire for 20 minutes. He's just sitting there and then finally he's like, well, maybe if I go like this, and he flips it over and he actually lights the weed and he immediately just like, oh, and he goes crazy.
I like it. I wish we had audio of that. That would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
But good for him. That's how innocent and older he is. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he was never.
Or maybe he knows the camera's there.
Pot guy. No, he was doing it for the pot or for the unless it was a bit. I don't know. It didn't seem like a bit. He was burning his hand pretty good.
Hey, Sid, I got a text, and this I completely forgot about this. How was the house? How was the home? How are the parents? Was it awkward when you went home yesterday?
Monday nights, my parents go to their grandparents.
To their grandparents?
To their parents. So.
Bummer.
Oh, was it?
I want to know how it went when you got home last night. Anyway, hey, the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for holidays, a one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household designer bags, and much, much more. I got a story on something that never happens to me or you, and I wish it would. I actually think this might have been your idea, and then you backed out of it. You're like, I don't want to do that at all. And they just made $1 million because somebody bought something.
I'm upset.
Also, do you think this bride is in you don't say bride like that. Bride is in the right or wrong for doing this at her wedding? Hint, she's in the wrong.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next. Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. So wrong. It's Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. So, Macaulay Culkin said... I'm sorry, Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
said that he looks back at that like 4 or 5 years that when he was doing a movie as a kid, as like 10 years old or whatever, and he said it's like a different person. He looks at that and says, "Thank you, because that kid did all of that work, and it's like I just took all of his inheritance, and now I get to live life as a hobby. All I have to do is hobby." And isn't that
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, well, you think of Daniel Radcliffe and all those guys in Harry Potter. They never have to work again.
Yeah, if they didn't want to, that's why what's his face, that one the ginger,
the
redheaded one. He just owns like an ice cream truck and gives kids free ice cream.
That's what you do. What else?
Like that's just what he likes to do. So he's like, okay, well, cool.
Well, back to that Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins interview. Man, all they were doing was talking about, especially Brad, success, but nothing to do with movie success. It was all like spiritual success, man. Like, because I feel like they have everything at their fingertips.
I hate spiritual success.
So they're just, I think Brad is on the search for it. I think nothing is making that dude happy in his life right now. You'd probably get numb.
I think, you're numb to everything because you
can still be unhappy.
It's a new form of stress and depression because it's not rooted in money.
Well, yeah, like Jim Carrey. Mean? Jim Carrey said, "I wish everybody could become as successful as me." As Jim Carrey saying this,
yeah.
To realize that you can still be super unhappy, that it really means nothing. And it's funny to hear that because you do, because you just you think that. You think, man, if I could just buy everything But then who's the dude that owns the Mavericks? I forget his name.
Mark Cuban.
He says, if you're a jerk, before he had money, you're going to be a jerk with money. The difference is, he said...
I thought Johnny Depp said that.
Johnny Depp did too, but so did Mark.
Oh,
so they're probably both agreeing in this. And then Mark said, the biggest difference of when you have money is just not worrying about bills. He says that is the freedom. The freedom of not worrying like that.
I like the other thing that Cuban said was money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy you a lot of time to find it.
Maybe I'm mixing those two up, but yeah, no, it does, because you don't have to.
I mean, shut up! It doesn't buy happiness. Most of my stress comes from money.
I think almost everyone that works blue collar jobs or whatever, and I know growing up, my relationship with money is probably what I've learned from my parents, because even though I'm not making bad money, I still stress about it if something bad happens, or I'm always stressing about money, and that's probably all learned from my parents growing up.
Oh, yeah.
How my relationship, because Angie does not worry. There's no stress or worry. She gives 2 cents about money. She doesn't care. She does not care to have it at all, and that's probably because her parents were like that. They were just go with the flow, and there was no yelling. There was no argument over not being able to afford bills or anything like that. Yeah, I wish I could live like that. I'm sorry, but I really wish I could live like my wife and just be like that. Not the worry or the struggle or that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, I want that for you. I do, because I don't need a bunch. Like, I want more money, but if this is the amount of money I make for the majority of my life, I'll be happy.
It's exhausting. This is what I wanted to say this morning, that I am so sick. My brain, and I'm sure other people are like this, I'm so sick of comparing myself. And that is something that I do. I mean, even to the point when I read that Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins on my way to work. Too long of a drive. By the way, I pulled over and I read that privately on my own time.
No, you didn't. It's fine.
And he was using words. Brad was using these bigger words that I couldn't even understand, and he's using them in sentences that he knows what they are. And I couldn't even pronounce them. And I go, why is he articulate? And then I compared myself to him, and I felt stupid. And then I started feeling bad about myself.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the numerous ways I compare myself to everyone.
Have you started? Yes, you have. Yes,
and
you do.
And it's so exhausting to do that. And I wish I could retrain my brain that I don't do that. And it's everything with, especially with radio.
Told you.
Yeah. Drugs. Heroin.
No. What did I say? Start wearing a hat.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
might have to start
giving up that one thing that you do, your hair.
See, now you saying that, I just went, that's the only thing I do.
It's that one thing. No, it's that one thing that you do that you're like, I need to do this because it makes me look good and I want to look good for other people. The second that you put that hat on and you've let go of that, I need for other people to judge me, I need to look good. I need to be at my best and do this hair all coiffy and pretty.
I don't like that word.
And coiffy or queefy? Is it queefy? You need to do your hair all queefy. And
that's something different, right?
You give that up, I think that will eventually lead you on a road of being content.
And not showering.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. That'll happen too, but I mean, you won't care about it by then, so...
And somebody said, I think Facebook makes it worse as far as comparing people with your age. It's like competition. I completely agree with that because I was just having this meltdown yesterday. We
compare ourselves to Olive constantly.
Yes! Well, no, even that free douche and...
Afterbirth and hot water?
They, I mean, I look at that when I go, man, they're not too far age-wise from me.
Yeah, you yelled that yesterday. Not yelled, but you said it yesterday.
Yeah, maybe everything I say is kind of yelly.
Yeah,
or you take it that way in the end.
Oh, definitely.
But that's tough in this career because again, this career. I asked Google because Angie's like, "What's the normal hygiene salary?" You know, and we asked Google that, and they said it. And then I go, "What about radio?" And I said that, and it goes, "Average radio salary is $27,000 to $1 million." Yeah. I mean, that's the range of this career. Yeah. So when people are making tons of money in this career, you automatically go, wait a minute, I'm not working hard enough. But I do. It's exhausting to compare yourself, and I'm sure other people. It's even like if I compare myself to you, I'm not as quick-witted or as funny. Sydney, I don't have that false confidence in the lack of responsibility. No, I don't, and I didn't mean to be I did not mean to be a jerk about that.
I look at Sydney and I say, I'm just not so cocky with nothing to back it up.
No, she does have a lot. She does. But she has she has this confidence that is amazing. And I think it is from her being a little younger that have that.
Probably, yeah.
Because I had it when I was younger. I had all that. I had a bunch of that confidence too. I'm not saying you don't have anything to back it up at all.
Funny as hell.
But that's a whole other story, man. I do think that younger generation. I can see it a little bit with you, Tanner. But I see it a lot with her generation. Well, and I say your generation. You're really the only one I know in your generation. Besides, well, no, Drake. Well, Drake's maybe younger. Obviously he's younger than you. I don't.
But they're in the same generation.
And it's that. Yeah, I just understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. You don't got to tell me. I remember saying something to you, and I said it twice, and you were very Sydney way with it. You were like, "Yeah, I get it," and it was like, "Okay, well, I was just making sure." Like you're very smart, Sydney. You know, I have learned that you do easily understand things. But that is a weird generation, man, that has that confidence. And where do they get it from? The coddling of the parents?
I don't know. Maybe. But I mean, my parents didn't. I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know where that confidence comes from.
I think you learned yours from your old man. I think your old man probably has that confidence. No?
Man, he's pretty...
Or do you think it is a generational thing?
I think he's pretty humble. No,
I'm not saying that. I didn't... Do you think that? I don't mean to say that people with confidence are not humble.
No. I didn't gain my confidence until I got into this career more. I got more confident.
I completely lost it in this career.
I got more confident in this career than I ever did without it.
Oh,
think it gave me a more opportunity to use my voice more. I don't know, because I was always the class clown and blah blah blah, but I still struggle and still do struggle with just a lack of confidence.
The problem is not the problem. I think you're in a town. Everybody that went to your school, you were the nobody, or not the nobody. You're the one maybe that wasn't going to amount. You're the goofy one.
Yeah.
And now people that are not doing anything get to listen to a spoken word radio.
Oh, see, now here's the thing: is that man, I don't know anybody from there's nobody that I talk to.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
I'm
not saying you're talking to.
Come up to me or have said anything or even seen in the 10 years. Hold on. You don't even know where I'm going with this yet. That aren't doing something really awesome. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I also think you take it in a way. I'm on the radio, and I really do.
But like,
they get to listen to an entertainment show.
Yeah. I get that, but it's not like I've ever had somebody come up to me who's still living at their parents' house, or they're making like $6 an hour punching rocks to try to break them into gravel.
Sure, and I guess I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that there were nobodies. I guess I was just saying...
It's weird for me because I feel like I'm succeeding, but then I look at the people that come up to me and say that I'm not, or that, hey, you're doing really good and that's awesome, and they're doing better off than, and they're better off than me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this now. I have that same feel. Again, I don't want to speak for you, but in my school, I was the guy that just smoked weed and cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
and I think a lot of people didn't. I think a lot of people didn't think. If you consider this success, I look at this career that it's not that. That's my biggest problem with radio. I look at this career like it's kind of a.
Well, that's your first issue.
Yeah, that
I think if you would go see a GD therapist,
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that.
This all comes down to self-esteem, and it comes down to comparing yourself because you have such low self-esteem. And then you look at your career as something, not something to be proud of, or not really.
That's the problem. I just feel like anybody can. Everybody has a camera now in front of them.
But you have low self-esteem, so you don't think that what you do is any better than anybody else.
That's true.
If you would just,
your neighborhood does not help.
Yeah, that's Tanner said that.
I've said your neighborhood doesn't help you, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he lives. He'll always want more, and he'll always think that he's not good enough. It always stems down to you feeling like you're not good enough.
Probably.
If you would just go see, like I said, just go see a therapist.
Listen, my therapy is that woman who tells me to throw out everything in my house, and I don't even have glasses now or bowls. I've lost because they don't bring me passion.
Why don't you want to go do therapy?
No blankets either. I don't want to pay for it.
Being 100% honest.
To be honest, because I don't want to pay for it.
But do you think it would help?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe
almost everybody who's gone to therapy and stuck with it, they're like, it's really awesome.
I really want to do that. I really want. If I were to do therapy, I don't want the one where it's like, all right, well, we'll
brain spotting. You want to figure out why.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Well, then do it.
I probably should.
I think we've been talking, and you've been saying, I'm going to do it.
But I did go see that one.
You went one time, and you're like,
she didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, you said, I know more than her. I don't need to deal with this. I think you should just do it. Just go. Give it a shot.
How did we even get to this?
You not being confident at all?
Yeah, I know, but I think that it stemmed from something we were talking about, and I was going to circle back to that. Anyway, so Brad Pitt.
Because you compare yourself to everybody.
That's what it is. It is exhausting. Don't get in this head. Oh, man. Do you have that problem, Sydney? I haven't heard from you. You have that issue? You compare? You're too young yet, right?
She has no idea.
I mean, I think it's like mostly just like jealousy.
Oh, really? Wait, are you talking back to me or for you?
I think more like you. I think you're jealous that you don't have these things.
Well, see, and I don't like that word, but yeah, it is jealousy.
It's comparing himself.
Yeah,
why don't I have that? It's in a way. You also have a sense of entitlement to you.
I do.
I think a little bit. Because I think you say, because you know how hard you work and everything like that, and it's like when yesterday, you do it a lot with your age. Your entitlement kind of stems from that. Because you'll say, I'm this old, I deserve this.
But let me go back to you. I think you do that too.
I also do that.
Yeah, you go, well, what does it matter that you're this age? I'm this age. I still deserve it.
Yeah.
Sydney, do you have this issue yet? Because it's coming. Welcome to radio.
I don't.
I like that one
think
meme.
So. There's
There's a meme that's just this old guy, and it says, I've never felt any better. No stress in my job, Jim. And it says Jim 39 years old, and it looks like he's 80. And it's a radio meme. So you don't have any, but do you think it's because she's younger?
It's because she's younger and she doesn't really have a career. She does this part-time and she works at Culver's part-time.
That could be.
This could go away in any second for her and it wouldn't affect her. She would go back or look back later in life and just say, I was on the radio for a little bit.
Is that true?
Like, to be honest, she's been doing it for 6 months part-time.
I thought I saw a little bit of a change in Sydney. I thought there was this thing where you actually are starting to like this part. Like, at first when you got here, I thought you would always pick Culver's over this. Now I kind of feel like you kind of wouldn't want this to go. Or am I completely wrong?
There's been like 8 questions thrown at me.
I think only one.
That one.
The last one is the one you want me to answer?
Sure.
Not the thing about jealousy or anything?
Yeah, we can do that one too.
Okay. I've never really been like that jealous of a person. Like, I see things and I'm like, oh, I want them, but like, I don't. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And
that's how my wife is. Everything is just cotton candy and lollipops to that woman. Now to this job.
I think I don't think like Jake. I think I don't know if he had a passion for radio or if he wanted to, or if he just kind of like fell into it. But like, I think I kind of like fell into it and I'm learning to like it as I go.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I can see that. It'll take time. You're in a weird one too, because you got with 2 guys who do spoken word radio. Normal radio isn't this at all. That's what Colton was saying that yesterday too to Drake. He's like, by the way, if you ever leave that company, you're going to see that radio is not like that in other companies. Like, this company's really good and you got a lot of free will and treat you really different. But a lot of companies aren't like that. Well, I'm glad you're learning to like it. You're going to learn to hate it too. Let me say this. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for your holiday. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much, much more. I didn't even get to that story of something Tanner had an idea and we never jumped on it. And I think it was a really fun idea, not only for radio, but I think we could have made a lot of money. And it's exactly what happened to these people. And you won't guess who bought it, whatever they found. We'll talk about it next. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. What's that? What?
What are you saying?
What did you say?
I said Planet Fitness.
Oh, we got a Planet Fitness. Okay.
Oh.
By the way, I love those texts. I get so jealous and I hate it. I like that test because, like, it is admitting a fault.
Yeah.
And it's going, man, what do your friends have right now that you're jealous of? I'd love to hear those texts. Or a family member or a sister or whoever it is. See, I didn't even consider a family member my sister.
Yeah, a family member or a sister.
That's how screwed up my life is with my siblings. Really, honest to God, what is something that you're just a little jealous of that your friends or family have? I can answer that for my wife. White cupboards. Which, by the way, we're going to be doing that over break. That's something fun that I get to do over my vacation.
So annoying.
I get it.
It is terrible.
Jake, Tanner, Sydney, do you have anything, Tanner, that you would say like a friend or family member has where you're like, I'm a little jealous of that?
Two bathrooms.
2 bathrooms. There you go. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be something big. I get that.
I want 2 bathrooms so bad.
That. I grew up in a house with 1 bathroom. So did my nephew. There was 4 kids. There were 6 people in a house. In his dad's house, there was like 12.
That seems insane to me.
He said there was numerous times that he would just take toilet paper out in the woods because he could never get into the bathroom.
You'd almost have to.
Sydney, what do you got? Do you got anything that your friends or family, like, you're just a tad jealous?
Roof racks.
Oh, roof racks on it. Oh, yeah, you still don't have those.
No.
You got to do the poor version of it and just put this Nerf stuff, the styrofoam up top.
I just asked my mom to borrow her car.
Yeah.
You
really bought some. Did you ever return them?
No.
866-916-0959. Or your pest control text line 71090. It doesn't have to be big. Just little things. Or big things. Whatever you're jealous of. It's so funny that you and your mom have the same vehicle.
Oh, and my sister.
And your sister. Did you guys all go together?
No.
No?
I don't. It makes me sad just looking at my car.
Somebody said
just trade it in and get a new one. Didn't you just say you were going to do that?
Try to get some with tint this time.
And you're not upside down on it, so now is the time to do it.
Yeah, but...
Again, tint.
I live with it now.
Hi, who's this?
Good morning, my friend.
Hi, 3430.
Hi there. Hey, what's this need of always having more? I mean, once you have something, you just want more, don't you?
No, it's true. Like Tanner's even stated with me, I'm never going to be happy, whatever. I was told early on in the career with my boss, too. He's like, you're going to say you want just a couple voice track gigs. Then you're going to want more and more and more and more.
See, that's why I said you should do therapy, because you need to figure out why you'll never be happy. Otherwise, you'll go through life always saying, I should have had more.
I feel like 3430 could be my therapist.
Because I really don't have a need for much of anything. You know, I mean, I don't have a lot, but I really don't want for a lot. I have what I need. We have our health. Me and the wife have been married a long time. We have a nice house.
You drive an Audi!
That is my retirement gift.
Who gave you a retirement gift of an Audi?
No. I said that wrong. That is my midlife crisis gift.
Oh, okay, that's better.
When did you get it?
3 or 4 years ago when the kid graduated from college.
That's pretty bold to think you're going to make it another however old you are years.
Thank you, 3430. You know, a little bit of me for jealousy would be if somebody has a 30-minute commute.
Yeah,
I don't think that's bad. I'm jealous of a house to live in.
Are you homeless? Misty?
Oh, my God. Okay, stupid question. What is 3430?
Oh, it's the last 4 digits of his phone number.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Hi.
What are you a little jealous of, and who is it?
Well, it's my friend. I probably shouldn't say her name, but I'm sort of jealous of her lifestyle. She has a husband that works, and she doesn't have to work. She gets everything pretty much handed to her. And she drives a Lexus. She carries, brand new purses, and in the meantime, I'm working all the time. And
wait, does she have kids?
One.
Oh, yes, that's different.
Wait, she's a stay-at-home mom with 1 kid.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
That's not enough kids. No, I get it. So, like, are you married and have children?
Yes.
How many kids have ruined your life? 2.
Oh, God.
Hey, by the way, don't ever tell your husband what you just said. That's going to make him feel really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he knows.
Probably.
It's so sad.
How much do you spend in daycare?
I don't if they're in school, which is
that's good.
Yeah, that's why my kids went to school so early, because I'm like, I don't want to pay $800 anymore.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not doing it again.
We'll just make it really hard for them the rest of their life in school. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'm jealous of Sydney's job. Yeah. You know what, Sid? You're in a spot right now that people want to be in. I don't know about that.
I apologize.
Well, a few people.
A decent job right out of college and a career I want. No, you got to work. That's what I mean. That is the thing. For me, that wasn't you have to work. That's my thought process. You get out of school and you got to work. You just aren't handed the career with a decent pay. But maybe that's just because that's my experience in this career.
Yeah, because with college, depending on the...
Yeah, maybe you do. Like, I guess dental hygiene. You get out and you make money.
Yeah, depending on what you did. Because, like, my buddy Steven, he went to school for physics or something, and he got out and started with, a $65,000, $80,000 a year job.
Is it hard right now to get jobs in careers that you go into when you get out of college?
I think it's depending on the career.
Jealous. Sydney took my job.
That was Kyle on delay.
It was. I'm jealous of heated seats in the car. That's a funny one. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Heated seats are awesome.
I've never had them, and so I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Heated steering wheel is better. Though.
I'm trying to get a CD player. I got a cassette right now in my truck. I'm on my step up with a CD player. That's why I won't give up my CDs, Boys to Men and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm jealous of everybody's beautiful decorations they have out this time of the year. I'm decoratively challenged. My wife is a little bit, because I don't believe in decorations.
It's kind of stupid.
I hate it. That too. I don't mind decorations, but doing the whole yard thing for only like 2 weeks and you spend all this money, it drives me insane.
That's why you got to do it like us.
What's that?
Day after Thanksgiving. Then you at least get 4 weeks out of it.
And if you just put white lights up, then they can go until...
all year round?
No, screw that. Do the trashy thing like I did. That little ball that just projects lights onto your house.
that is the most white trash thing ever.
Yeah, it is.
It's
but guess what?
The thing that just puts all the Christmas lights on the side of the house.
It looks awesome. Not gonna lie, it's trashy. It makes life so much easier, but it looks great at night.
No, it doesn't.
I bet your daughter loves it, though.
It looks much better at night.
You know what? You're the same people that get that inflatable snowman that has like the snow globe, and he just kind of moves around, and then in the daytime...
Wait a minute, what kind of joke? Wait, what decorating do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. I like the lights that are around the trees and the really
isn't that an outdoor thing?
Wait, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Isn't that a thing that usually the husband goes and does?
Yeah, but what are we talking about?
The lights on the trees, like outside and stuff.
Yeah,
in the bushes.
Right?
Do you have any of those?
We do. We
have them in your rose bushes. God,
or whatever those bushes
for
are.
Children.
No, they are. We didn't plant them. The person that lived there, that whole house was set up not for kids.
No, not at all.
No, it's
hardwood floor,
real wood. So like any scratches or dings, and
you drop any kind of plastic and it dents it right away.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like I'm not big. There's certain things. I think those inflatable things. My wife wants to get those. I think those look white trashy. And I think the thing that shines on the house looks trashy. Bah humbug.
There's that judginess again.
I know it. I'm jealous of people who don't have anxiety or panic attacks. I've never had a panic attack.
I get what you're saying. I get what they're saying, because it's weird when you think about there are people that can just go throughout their day without being like, oh, you mean that person can go throughout their day without thinking even once that killing yourself could be an option? Even one time?
Oh, you're just happy.
What do you mean? You could just like have something bad happen to you and just be like, well, I'll shrug it off. Maybe tomorrow will be different.
I like this one. I'm jealous of people who can take 5-minute poops.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous of anybody who can poop in under 30 seconds like Jake.
Oh, I don't spend time in there.
No, it's like you've got it corked all day, so you've got it under pressure, and then you...
I dump out quick.
Go.
I get bored.
That can't be
it's
good.
Like you don't even wipe.
But I am jealous.
That saves time. On average, what are you doing?
It kind of protrudes like a dog.
You're going to Quick Trip or wherever you go.
Yes.
How long are you in there?
10.
10?
Like 5 to 10.
Sydney.
At home, you 10 to 15.
You got to be so long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like 30 minutes.
What do you do in there?
Well, no, she's got her issues.
Yeah, but like, what do you do in there for 10 minutes? You on your phone?
Yeah. I play Golf Clash.
He has tournaments.
Yeah, most of the time, if it's longer than 10 minutes, I have finished pooping.
And you're just playing games.
And now I've forgotten where I was.
Yeah, that's an older thing. That'll happen.
Yeah.
I'm 24 and just randomly started having these attacks. It's the most frustrating thing ever. I'm jealous of people who don't have to live paycheck to paycheck.
But you can do that. You can do that on any income, really.
Just got to get rid of the... it's easier said. It's hard, but you got to do it. I mean, Dave Ramsey.
Kayla and I were living paycheck to paycheck. Neither of us got a raise, and now we're not living paycheck to paycheck just by budgeting different. It's easier.
I'm jealous of power locks and power windows. Yeah, no doubt. I still got cranks in my Tacoma.
I'm jealous of whoever bought that stupid car that I was going to go buy.
That Volt or Bolt.
It's gone. Now I'm mad. I'm very upset about
you got to do it like it wasn't meant to be. Just think of it that way.
It wasn't. It wasn't meant to be. And now
full electric. Oh, that'd save some dough.
I talked to a guy who has one in my town.
Okay.
He said it's $1 for every 35 miles you travel. I did the math. It was going to cost me less than $1,000 a year.
Well, you could probably still go get one.
I could go get one. Payment's going to be higher. That's what I didn't want.
Why? Just obviously it's more expensive.
Yeah, I didn't want. I wanted to save money. Like that car was going to add probably like $80 to $100 to my monthly payment that I was doing, but I was going to save that in gas. But if I do another payment that's the same size as my truck, then I could have got a gas car for less.
You break down in Copemesh. Where do you take that thing?
They have Chevy dealerships.
So is it really expensive to fix? Because I heard if those electric boxes go, it's really bad. But again, that was I was looking into getting a hybrid, and they said most people, when that goes bad, it's all gas from there on out.
When I was looking at the Volt, they said that too.
Yeah, I was talking to one dude with a Volt, and he was like, the battery works for like the first 30 miles, and then it's all gas.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, then just buy an electric car or buy a regular gas.
Wait a minute. So those hybrids, the gas kicks in after only 30 minutes? Oh, okay.
The Volt, that's what he said. He was like, it is like a car that gets really good gas mileage. He's like, but like the electric motor only works for like 30, 40 minutes, and then it stops.
I'm jealous of friends and family that have passports, let alone one with stamps in it. I'm also jealous of people who have motivation to go to the gym on a regular basis.
Me too. I'm jealous of people that can do that. Oh, I'm jealous of people who can eat just for sustenance.
Oh, God. Right?
Just to live.
Eat. Like, I don't need to have fun to eat.
Yeah, and be like, okay, for me to function in this world, I need some protein, I need some greens, I need some water, and they just do that, and then that's it. They don't snack during the day. They don't do anything. They don't crave food. That's what I wish.
I'm 100% jealous of my sister who went to college, makes 7 figures a year, while I went into the Army and have nothing but scars and mediocre income. That has got to be tough.
Yeah.
To have a brother or a sister who is extremely successful and you're not as successful.
And if you want to be successful, first step, Planet Fitness.
Mm-hmm. No, to be honest, man, if you want to get your A into gear, you want to look in that mirror and you want to be proud of who you are. If you want to just go there and sit and not even work out, you can just tell people you're there. That's fine.
Go get a massage. Go sit in the massage chair. Watch TV. Go to the hydro massage. Stare at the ceiling.
That is true. Planet Fitness, man. Yeah. That's the place to go.
Yeah, because just for a little bit over $20 a month, with no commitment. So if you're like, $20 a month is too much, I need to cut that down. They're not going to punish you for it. For a little over $20 a month, you can go to any Planet Fitness you see. You get the half-off cooler drinks. You get unlimited tanning, total body enhancement, massage chair, hydro massage, all the good stuff. But for $10 a month, Jake, what they get for $10 a month?
A gym.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
a great gym with everything in it.
If there's one right by your house, that's all you really need. It's again, I say this all the time, but it's like you're losing money.
It is. It is a little bit.
Do this. I mean, again, I signed up and I had to get into 16-year. I'm still doing my 16-year contract.
It is unfortunate that the lawyers and those contracts airtight. You paid for what was it, $22,000 worth of lawyer fees, and they can't find a loophole.
$22,000. It's $650 a month.
Yeah,
for the gym. I'm 16 years. I'm 1 year in.
Yeah, for the gym that you originally signed up for. That's why you went to Planet Fitness. You don't want to give them any of your sweat.
No, I don't. And the other gyms are dirty. Planet Fitness, man, it's clean, clean, clean.
Almost too clean. They could do operations in there.
So remember, planetfitness.com. Hey, on the way, I was looking up companies, they have unlimited vacation days. Because another company did this, and it sounds awesome. But is it?
There's that one in Sheboygan.
What? Oh, wait, is that unlimited?
Acuity? Yeah.
I didn't know that was unlimited.
I'm pretty sure. I think it is. I say that because it was ranked like the number 2 place to work in the entire world. Yeah. Like for employee happiness.
Let's talk about this next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning.
I do love things. Like I said, if I had more money, that would be awesome. But it's not going to ruin my day to not have all the things.
Sydney, what would you like to make? What would be your goal yearly income? If you had to say it right now.
I don't think I could.
No, just do it.
No, like for what is one number that you would say
as a 21-year-old female?
Yeah, like one number where it's like, if I made this, I would consider myself successful and I could stay there. And you get your it goes up with inflation. But like if everything stayed the same
You're
price
saying
now.
right now.
Like if everything stayed the price as it is now, what is it? 70,000, 80,000, 50,000
yearly.
I think most people would be very comfortable.
No. You. What would you want as a yearly income? And be completely honest. If it's 500,000, say it. I'd like 500,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But what's like the minimum that it would be? Because otherwise everybody would just say, I wish I made $150 million a year.
I like that. 71092. You were at Pest Control text line. What would you like? This is my goal salary.
Yes.
Probably like 30,000.
30,000?
Yeah. I feel like
for the rest of your life.
I mean, like,
that is a very nice goal. That is a very humble goal.
That's a nice goal, but she doesn't. That makes sense.
I live with my parents. So
she lives with her parents. She has no bills. She doesn't know what buying her own groceries is for an entire house.
I remember saying
what a mortgage is.
I remember Traverse City, Michigan, when I said I was telling Angie if I could make $35,000 a year, that's what I wanted to do.
Did you guys have your house and stuff?
We did.
See, and I think you probably
we had
would have been
kid. The mortgage was pretty low in Lake Ann, Michigan, and I just wanted benefits with 35 G's a year.
I wonder if this move has made you more anxious for money.
Well, maybe.
Because I think...
Why do you say that? Not saying it doesn't, but maybe.
I think if you would have never applied for this job, if you would have never sat down with Angie and said, if I want to take this... If we want to make a lot of money doing this, I have to leave the state.
Yeah.
I think if you wouldn't have done that... I wonder where your life would be if you didn't take...
Traverse City.
And you'd still be doing that afternoons.
Yeah, and to make this really quick, so we don't have to talk about jobs the whole time, but
yeah, but jobs are interesting.
Yeah, they are. Think about this for a second, and we've talked about it, I think, before. But Traverse City, they offered me $1,000 less than what IXX offered me.
And you probably could have countered.
Same position.
Yeah.
Same position.
Your wife already had a
afternoons.
Your wife already had a job.
We owned the house.
You already owned a house.
We had family there.
Family help. You had a kid already. It wasn't like you didn't have a kid.
And for $1,000 more, I left. And you want to know the reason? I'm glad I did, because meeting you has completely changed the show for the better. I mean, we get to do spoken word radio, which I never would be doing over there.
Yeah, no. But maybe.
I don't think so.
You don't think that if you got good enough and started really trying, but trying there?
Maybe. I think we changed I think when you and I started doing reality radio, I think it's changed into the spoken word format, which I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, so
I don't know if we would. I might have been so bit heavy, still doing the Dave Ryan kind of thing, still doing fun radio, but more creating entertainment, fake entertainment, rather than
those people make millions.
Yeah, you're not making me feel good.
those are the ones that that get syndicated to 350 radio stations and do War of the Roses and second date updates.
They have yachts.
Yeah, they have yachts where they say, "Sure, my stuff is fake, but and so are that girl's boobies, but I don't care."
I really think that's where I would be, and I would probably be striving, or if not, into that morning spot right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was. If I wouldn't have, and I shouldn't have taken that gig, the IXX gig, because it was only $1,000. They offered me
$1,000 more, but cost of living in Green Bay is probably cheaper than that. Well, what was your house payment, if you don't mind? What was your house payment in Green Bay compared to your house payment in Lake Ann?
Lake Ann was, I think, $1,140 a month.
Okay.
And now you understand, I moved with my mom, and Colton lived with me.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, they were helping with rent.
Yes.
And I made my mom pay, even though she was watching all my kids. If I could go back, I wouldn't do that. I feel like a really bad son there. But I'm like, hey, you're under my roof.
My roof, my rules, my money.
I think I'd have to ask Angie, but I think it was $1,600 for rent.
Okay,
but now
that's a fair upgrade because
I had a lot of. Again, we wouldn't have taken that if Colton was paying $300 a month.
Yeah.
And
wait, it was $1,600 at your place on Mercedes?
No, not Mercedes. Mercedes dropped to $1,400.
Oh, okay.
For a 30-year.
So the rent, you were like, I can do that in rent.
You know what was scary too is we were used to all that pay. And that time we bought that house, we are just kind of used to all this income coming in from other people.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
non-taxable income, you're saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mom left and Colton left, and it's like, wow. Yeah. And then my sister stopped paying, so I had to pay for a house in Lake Ann.
Yeah.
Like half of it or something.
Yeah, you were paying like. Ultimately, you were paying $2,000 in house loans.
Yeah, and then my truck. Let's not forget about that.
Oh, your truck, there was $500 a month. Not because of the payment, because every month it would break down.
But I back to the Traverse City thing.
Oh, and you had your furnace loan.
Oh, don't forget about that.
Yeah, but that happened like right at the end, didn't it?
Yeah, that one hurt. That was like the kick in the ends, man. While I was already beaten up by someone.
Yeah, because your mom had just
died.
Passed away.
Dewey came.
Yeah.
And then the truck issues that I was having, all this I needed. Oh, and there was two kids in daycare, and then all of a sudden the guy's like, "Yeah, your furnace junk. You need a new one, $5,000." I'm going,
I don't know winter. So it had to happen.
But no, Traverse City was a great place.
Yeah.
There's some freedom. I don't think I would be having, as much as I complain and everything,
yeah.
I do enjoy doing radio with you. So I wouldn't want to change that. The spoken word format of what we do and get paid to do. But I do remember saying, man, if I could get $35,000 in benefits, I would be happy. It's weird to think that. But that all stemmed from Sydney going, I just want, at $30,000 would be a good yearly goal for me. That's a very humble, that is a very achievable goal.
Yeah, that's a very, that'll change if you move out. Because $30,000 isn't that much.
No.
Like, it's not, but if you had a mortgage and stuff, I think you would see that more. But living with your
Wait, did she say no, that it wouldn't change?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it...
Once you have more bills, because right now, what do you pay a month? Like, how many bills do you pay a month? I assume you pay your cell phone?
I have my...
So no?
Nope.
Cell phone, car, and insurance.
So what do you round?
So what is that monthly, bills-wise? What does that add up to be? I assume your cell phone's less than $100 a month?
Yeah, it's like 70.
So 70.
So you're $500 a month average?
Probably.
My car is like $269, and then my insurance is like $120 because my stepsister crashed my car before.
So you're at $400.
So about $450.
You better give us I don't care that we're not giving Christmas presents to you. We better have a stocking filled with stuff.
Yeah, because doing the budgeting with gas and entertainment money, my bills come out to about $1,800 every 2 weeks.
So you're $3,600.
Yeah, about $3,600 a month.
By the way, that long pause was me trying to do math. 18 plus 18, 2 weeks, and then there's 7 days. And, yeah, I don't even know. I mean, we have it all budgeted out, and I could look. It's up there on bills. 2 cars, a house. We have a very, very tiny credit card.
Yeah.
Just we need to wipe it out. We did, but it's 0%, so we're just like, yeah. And that damn student loan. Angie still has a student loan that we pay $108 a month. We should wipe that out too. $1,500.
At least she has something to show for
That's
it.
True.
I'm paying for a semester that I went to right out of high school.
What are you paying monthly?
10 years ago.
I remember you said this too. You're like, yeah, I just stopped paying.
No, what happened was I lost my job, so I called and I deferred it.
Yeah.
And you can defer a student loan up to a year. So I called and deferred. And they were like, okay, everything's set. And I was like, thank you. And then I called back in that year, like the same time, like August of 2011 or whatever, to start paying on it. And they said, you haven't made a payment in 12 months. And I was like, yeah, I deferred it. And they're like, no, it never got deferred. So that's what started my entire credit. I had amazing credit, and they never pushed through, and there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
So it was in collections, and I finally got everything out of collections and paid. I think I owe like $500. And it was NWTC.
Yeah.
It's not like I went to UW Oshkosh, had to pay for a dorm and all that garbage. I went to NWTC, and I'm still paying $50 a month.
I'm sorry, Angie. If you're listening, what is our monthrougly bills?
Like
are you adding
together
with house, electric, all
everything that I spend? Throughout, it adds up to roughly
$3,600,
36 to 38, depending on electricity bills.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'd like to know mine. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to say it until I.
And half of that is gas for Tanner.
Oh yeah, don't forget about that.
That's included.
Yeah,
into that, because I have $800 a month just in gas.
Mine's $600.
Yeah, I don't.
But because
my wife works farther away than your wife. But yeah, I budget for.
But don't. She said that's too What did she say?
That's too personal.
Good, but don't talk about our bills, please.
Why?
That's too personal. I don't know.
Oh, I think it's because does she care what the neighborhood thinks?
I don't think so. I don't know. She's a whack job.
That's weird.
Why'd you get into it? Sydney has to.
Well, because she said that $30,000 is like for the rest of her life would be a good thing, a good number to get to.
She also said something that I thought was kind of interesting. I want to ask in the next segment. What is we got a minute here, so what is your goal? Do you have like a goal number?
Like if I could just right
now go, this would make me happy, because apparently I know the goal. It's $70,000 apparently a year. That's what people would say could make be the happiest.
Yeah, mine would be somewhere between 50 and 60. That would be my goal, and I'm going to fight for that this year.
I want to continue this conversation because this is so interesting. By the way, 71090, you are Pest Control text line. What is your goal number? This is what I would like to make yearly as a salary, and what is your age? And we can possibly get into this story too of this. This company now does unlimited sick days, and I looked up what it's really like to work for a company with unlimited sick days, and it's interesting. We may go through this next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show, and the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. It is the Jake and Tanner Show. Back in just a couple minutes. Hey, it's the Jay and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Good morning.
Good morning.
7:40. Keep listening for that cue to call. And get a chance at a prize underneath the Christmas tree. Actually, you don't get a chance. I mean, if you're caller 9, you're going to get a prize.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
That's just what happens.
I really like this text here. We just moved here a year ago from Arizona where they do second date. Okay, by the way, these are bits that other radio shows do all across the country. We just moved here a year ago from Arizona where they do second date updates and War of the Roses, and I love your guys' show 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for hearing or saying that. But again, like Tanner said, those people that do the War of the Roses and the second date updates, they make
so much money.
They make a lot of money.
They do.
Reality radio. Howard Stern, the only one that made money doing it.
Yep.
A lot of these, man, I'm 30, would ultimately like to be around $60,000 a year. We were asking what's your age and what's your goal salary.
Yeah.
Started with Sydney saying I would like 30. But remember, Sid is still living with mom and dad.
Yeah. So.
Which, is that a thing still? Are you right around the same? Should you be? Is a lot of kids your age still living with your parents? Because with me, if I would have said 21 at 21, that would have been weird in my generation.
I think it comes down to income again of the parents. Because remember when we had our first producer, and she was like my age that I am now, and she still lived at.
I do think,
and she said all
right.
of her friends did.
Yeah.
But she also came from a wealthier family.
Yeah, that's
like for
true.
you and I to still live at home. Like I lived at home a little bit.
I could live better on my own.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, sometimes
right.
like I lived with my dad, but in between places.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was a generational thing where they're just kind of staying at home longer. And Sid, I'm not bashing that at all. Like I would save some money. Yeah. It's a great plan. I'd never leave.
Yeah, why would you leave if they're gonna,
thinking about
pay for things?
All my friends live at home except for Cole.
Cole, BD Cole.
Oh my God,
we've heard about you, Cole.
Yeah,
we know what you're packing. Hey, I'm 30. Husband makes $45,000. I make 33. I'd be happy if we both could pull in 60 each.
Yeah, I mean that's a good goal to go for.
I'm 28. My goal salary is $85,000. I'm 21. Ultimate goal $75,000. The goal salary would make $50,000 a year doing dental hygiene. I'm 24 years old right now. That you will hit.
Yeah, doing dental hygiene.
Yeah, unless it depends if you're working full. I mean, if you're working full time, a lot of those dental places, you're not working full time. You're working just a couple days.
Yeah, it also depends on if you are a real dental hygienist or a dental assistant.
Boy, you ain't S in there.
You can tell because Angie went to a 4-year school to be a dental hygienist, and I see a sign every single morning saying that I can do it on a Saturday to be a dental hygienist or a dental assistant.
But completely two different things.
They are two completely different things.
The assistant helps the they're kind of like the bees in the dental field.
Well, yeah.
They give the tools to the dentist. They're cleaning the office. They're there on a Saturday answering phones.
Yeah, for me, that's the job that the girl that smoked cigarettes in high school does. After
pregnant
her baby
early.
got a little old enough for her to get into school.
That's right. My stepsister was my half sister, my fake half sister. She wanted to do it because I think that's the career you get into when you made bad choices.
Or when you don't know what else to do.
That is really anybody. I feel bad. Anybody that's doing that field, we're not talking.
No, because it's like almost going to like a trade school, but for something a little different, and you can do it in a weekend. I don't think it costs as much.
My stepsister, she went to school to be a dental assistant, and she was like, I make more at Culver, so now she's going to school to be a dental hygienist, and the programs are so hard to get into because everybody wants to do it right now. She's on a waiting list right now.
Yeah, I think Angie was on a waiting list, too. Everybody, they're pumping out so many dental hygienists over there in Big Rapids, Michigan.
She hasn't been able to take a class for like a year because she's waiting.
Apparently, it's up there with one of the best jobs you can have with the stress level. And your business. It's not your business. You never work on, usually the Fridays are always off for, well, anyway, in Angie's career, she's always had Fridays off. You make pretty decent money, and holidays. It's not, you never have to do a remote on a Saturday or anything like that, or you don't have to work on a holiday.
Yeah.
Good for her. I'm glad she's going into,
if she can ever get in the program, yeah.
This is what she needs to do right now. And I will tell her, if she was here, I would grab her cheeks and I would tell her to just go be a dentist.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Want me to tell her?
Yes.
Just really, just go
it
be
will
a dentist.
Completely change. And then how old is she?
23.
Perfect.
Yeah.
She can go become a dentist. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be hard.
It's going to suck for a minute.
It's going to suck, and she's got to, find. But I'm telling you, she will look back, and she'll be like, Uncle Jake was right. Granddad was right. I should have just been a dentist. I'm a dental assistant right now, going back for dental hygiene. I make $50 a year part-time as a hygienist. I'm 38. My husband makes $80. I'm 34. I'd be happy if I made closer to what he makes. But you're a female. You never will.
Yeah, you'll always make it. 88.
Yeah.
77% is what it is.
I'm kidding. I love you.
I mean,
yeah.
Truth hurts sometimes.
Sydney had a. I want to ask you this. She had a good. I don't know if it was a question. It was kind of a statement question. I don't think Jake. I don't know why if he got into radio because of passion.
I think you did.
Maybe I think I found passion in it. I got into radio. One of the reasons I did the job is because I did it in high school. And then I went, and all my friends were doing careers all of a sudden. They were going to college, and it got to a point where I was like, I probably need to do something.
And that blows my mind.
What's that?
That you even had an option to do radio in high school.
Well, we had to leave the high school to go to another high school, but it was a radio program.
Yeah, I can't even think of a high school in this area, or in my area for sure.
Maybe they have
had
YouTubing classes now.
Yeah, that could be.
We used to have to take teleclasses and stuff through a TV.
I remember calling that teacher like 2 years when I was out of high school or something. And I said, hey, can I come back? Demos are what you make to try to get radio jobs. Yep. And I went and say, hey, can I come back in there and use your equipment and make a demo because I really want to do this? And he turned me down. He said, you should have had it all done. He goes, I can't because so many kids call up and want to do this after. He said, sorry.
Oh, I can see that. Where it's like, I did it in high school and I didn't take my demo seriously, but I've gotten better. I know I've gotten better.
Yeah.
And you didn't save it or I lost it. He would have to let kids in every single day. You have to let somebody in.
And I remember riding with my wife in that 1993 Ford Pro, baby.
Hell yeah.
And I was listening to a stupid DJ, and I go, would that be cool? Would that be neat if you would get to listen to my show at home? If
when I'm not around, you have to listen to me.
And I said, yeah, right. And I said, if we had kids, would that be neat? She's like, yeah, that would be cool or whatever. And now that's she listens to the show all the time in the mornings, and we're doing that now. It's kind of a neat thing. I think I found passion in it.
Well, yeah, hon, it's either that or you continue to smoke pot at my college. So yeah, how about you go try that one?
Wait, that was in high school though. I actually,
in high school
I was still
you
smoking
asked that?
pot. But in high school, I asked that. It took me a long time to go, okay, I'll probably, I'll just do this radio thing. But I found passion in it when I found more entertainment radio. When I was like, when I went, you can actually do this career and people listen for you and not the music.
Yeah.
When that happened to me, and that didn't happen until late in my career. It was like when I was like 29 or 30 that I went, that's what I want to do. I want people to be more excited about what I'm about ready to say or do than the music. Because that's hard to, that's not saying we're amazing, but I'm just saying that's hard to find in radio stations, especially like when the radio station or company puts importance on the music.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah,
like
when
the birthday station.
Yeah, it's when they say like the music will always be the star, you're just there to introduce it.
Tanner, what was your passion? Did you get into it because you're passionate
I just wanted to entertain.
Yeah.
It seemed like the easiest avenue to do. I mean, to be honest, it's like I want to be an entertainer, but I'm not going to move to L.A. or New York. I guess I'll try this internship.
Yeah, I could see you I think if you wanted to, I think you'd be really good because I think you have a lot of passion for stand-up comedy, and I think you would be very good at it. And I think you could have become very successful at doing it.
I just, I keep going back and forth, and I don't think I would have been very good. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've tried. I've never actually gotten on a stage and tried. That's a lie.
You want to talk about nerve-wracking? Oh, my God.
And you know what sucks is that because I listen to a lot of stand-up, and I like that kind of thing. But they always, it's really, it sucks to know that it's like you're gonna suck for a long time, and then you just get better. But the only way, I even talked to that Merrifield. I went to a bar and I sat down with him because it was in between. It was after KTI.
Who's Merrifield?
Yeah, he's a local comedian.
Oh, okay.
He headlined an event somewhere, but I sat down with him because I wasn't doing radio, but I know I still wanted to entertain. So I was like, how do I get into it? And he's like, go find an open mic and just do it. He's like, let's go now. He's like, do you have anything? And I was like, no. And he's like, let's just go do it. Go up there. You only got to do like 5 minutes. You got to stand up there for 5 minutes. You can't talk for 5 minutes.
You just
and I was like, I hate you.
I just defecated.
And I never ended up pulling the trigger on it. But I just don't think I would be very good at it. I
think why. Even you talking about it right now, I think there's, even in your failures, in your own imagination, I still think you have passion in your failures.
I do. Yeah. I mean, one day I would like to get on stage and try it.
It is challenging. That would be really challenging. That would be a very challenging career. Man, if you can make people laugh on that stage, how fulfilled, that's a very fulfilling thing.
Everybody says it's the first time you get a big laugh, you'll be hooked forever.
My husband books shows, Tanner, if you're interested, from the text line. Let's go! We'll do it!
No, thanks.
And Sydney and I will sit up right up in front, and we won't smile.
We'll be your hype man. Okay, I'll hype you.
We don't even smile. You're the worst at hyping.
We asked you multiple questions, and you can't even hype yourself up.
Well, I'll hype you up.
You guys look sweaty. There's a lot of people out there, and you're probably not going to do well at JTX. Okay, I got to go.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah.
Well, you guys were so sweaty. It was so hot in that room.
And it was just so perfect because we were sitting there, and we were sitting in that stupid room in the green room. This is right before JTX.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Jake sweated through his shirt.
And we were sitting there, and we were like, man, we need more words of affirmation. It's just us. And, Jake telling me I look good, me telling Jake he looks good. And you were like, remember Britt? She'd be down here and she would be like, you guys look amazing. You're going to kill it out there. And then where's Sydney at? And then here comes Sydney with her leather pants. How's it going down here? I don't know. You guys look bad. You don't look good. Like, your faces are very white and you look bad.
You didn't say our faces were white.
Sydney, shut up. I'm just saying you look sweaty. You need affirmation right now. You guys look fine. Okay, good luck. Bam. And she just runs out of the green room.
I get that. Sid, why did you say you fell into this, but why did you even want to do it?
Well, I listened before.
Yeah.
And I think that drove almost all of it.
But did you think? Are you here longer than you actually thought you would be?
No.
So you thought you'd be here for a while?
Yeah.
How long?
It's a little cocky, isn't it? Kidding.
I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, for a job that you didn't want, like, it wasn't like something that you were like, if only I could produce the second, possibly third at this point, listen to radio show in the market, life would be better.
Definitely third. I agree.
Hey, I listened to. I'm not okay.
Wait, no, say it.
I'll say this.
Okay,
but I don't want to do it. I have been listening to Steve and Laura Psychic, and is
it amazing?
Okay, even though I know it's fake.
Yeah.
Bitch has got some ideas.
I like fake radio if we just say it's fake.
Yes!
You know,
can we do that?
I'd be like, hey, we got a psychic here. Completely fake. This is a bit.
Remember the psychic that we got in Milwaukee?
You mean the one that was just
not Psychic Tiff.
Oh, I thought you meant... Oh, not Psychic Tiff. You mean the book she was reading?
No, yeah. The old woman who came in, she was old ass woman, and
she looked like a wizard.
Yeah, like so immediately Jake and I are like, this is a real psychic. Like, we found one. Like, she's probably 1,000 years old tops, and she's gonna tell us about how we're gonna die. And then we're like, she was like, Jake, when's your birthday? December 1st, 1980. Opens up her book, gets to it. You will do good today.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I could have got that book at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah,
is there a Kindle edition?
I saw the half sticker when she had tried to peel it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was not good at almost everything she said. But then since it's radio and Jake and I are like, kids can't fail, and we're not in a part in our career where we can sit and tell this old woman that she's stupid. We had to sit there and go, oh my God, I do wish that I was a cat sometimes. What a weird thing.
Did you have a good day that day?
No.
No, it was probably miserable.
I had to sit and listen to that 1,000-year-old woman for like 3 segments.
She coughed. She coughed up blood. She was ill.
She had a coughing rag.
I always wanted to do, this is a text, I always wanted to do radio. Never went through with it. Regret it so much. I'm now a member specialist of a credit union. I've settled hard.
Wait.
By the way, our radio is different type of radio. If you do want to get into radio for the love of music, there is a career for that.
Oh God, yeah.
And
Bobby Bones, pretty much. Well, no, Bobby Bones got into it for money. We learned how Bobby Bones got into it. He was doing a show like us, or he wanted to do a show like us, spoken word, more leaning towards trying to have fun and real. And then iHeart came up to him and said, if you listen to us, we'll make you $1 million a year because we'll make you the new face of country radio. And he was like, 7 figures sounds a lot more fun than having fun on the air. And now he gets...
it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad... bad crossroad to be in.
He also, has hooked up with many beautiful women, and that Nikki Glazer, I'm pretty sure...
She hooked up with Bones?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, but...
Just think about that. We could be hooking up with her. If we would have went. We do everything together. That's just how it works.
I'm a watcher.
Very
silent partner.
But yeah, no, I think our radio is just a little different. So if you're like, I want to do that, you can. It's really tough, the journey to get into this type of radio. Not saying we're good at it. I'm just saying it's tough to get into this. And to sum it up, I think I found passion in radio. I don't think I had it at first, but I think it's there. Some days. Do we got to go? Is that what you're doing with your hand? Is it time to go? All right. Let me say this. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. On the way, we have some Star Wars VIP movie tickets. Do we?
No, I think we do, but are they VIP?
Do you have them over there? I don't know. I think we got some tickets to get. Okay.
Yeah. You want me to read that for you?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
They're PAL Star Wars tickets.
That's right.
Star Wars private screening at the Valley Grand Theater in Appleton. Actually, you could pick either Appleton, Oshkosh, or Green Bay. Win a pair of Dream Lounger tickets to see Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. In one of the theaters Thursday, December 19th. That's opening night at 6 p.m. Plus, you get $5 off concessions. Everybody also gets a limited edition Star Wars themed T-shirt, courtesy of Matt's DJ service.
Look at that. Boy, I like that. We're going to do that with 90s advice. 90s songs and what advice they have given us. We're going to play a little game here next. Also, Epstein didn't kill himself. It is a Jake and Tanner show. I don't know.
Love it.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Laura.
Laura, caller 9!
Yay!
Okay, settle down.
Yeah, you just need to calm down.
You don't even know what your prize is yet.
It could be Cole.
Yeah.
No, not BB Cole.
Have you been naughty this year?
You naughty little thing. Just kidding. You made this weird.
Call to be sexually harassed.
No. All right, so what we're gonna do here is did you get the sound effect? Your 99-cent sound effect, Sydney?
Oh God!
Or somebody?
I got it.
All right, so what we're gonna do here is we got 3 different gifts under the tree. We got an option A, an option 2, and an option yellow.
Okay.
All right, so you get to pick one of those options. And we're going to unwrap it, and it's going to be a certain gift that we have. We got a lot of cool gifts here. The first gift is it's wet. It's just wet.
Oh.
And it's shaped like wet.
Okay.
Oh, it's shaped wet.
It's shaped wet, and it's wet. That's gift 1.
That's gift 1. Gift B.
Okay.
I'm looking at. It's kinda. It smells. It's pungent.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie. It feels soft.
Can you shake it harder?
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. You're blocking the air holes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta
it was wrapped over the air holes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
It's
Well,
it's a good
you don't
it's
have
a
to
good
throw
one.
it on the ground.
Well, it's now.
Well,
What
you're
am I
right.
gonna hurt?
On Sydney?
Okay, and the last one?
It's kind of a cylindrical shaped tube, like a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, is it a Tootsie Roll?
Like,
Is it?
you know, when,
Is it
like,
the
the
size of a Tootsie Roll?
well, like, you know, when the gift packaging goes out on the sides like
you
that?
mean when men wrap a present?
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Yeah, that's the truth.
It looks like that.
All right. So you get to pick 1, 2, or 3.
I'm gonna pick number 2.
No, you gotta unwrap it. Silly.
Yeah. Unwrap the present.
I don't know.
I like that better.
Yeah,
That's more
that's
fun.
what we did last year.
Antenna. Wait a minute. Antenna.
It
What? Did she? Oh, dang it. Antenna. What did she unwrap?
You got $150 Outlet Shops at Oshkosh gift card!
Look at that. $150 to the outlet shops. How's that sound? Good?
That is going to be absolutely amazing for me to
Perfect.
finish up Christmas shopping.
It's 15,000
Or
pennies.
maybe get me something.
Oh,
or
here,
maybe
let me see that kiss,
for
Mr.
myself.
I just gotta say just a
Throw it
couple
back.
things.
I gave it to you.
Oh, no, this is, oh, you did. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, I thought I had. That must be the other gift. Yeah, so how's that sound? Awesome? Fun? I'm getting organized in my head again.
That sounds amazing.
All right, now remember, this happens, you don't have to remember, but other people that are listening, like, dang it, 11:40 and 4:40. Happens 7:40, 11:40, and 4:40. Hang on, we got to get some information from you, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
You can either hang on for a minute, 2, maybe like 5, or you can give us a call back.
Yep. I can go on hold.
All right, hang on.
That's probably the safest thing to do.
That's what I think. For a $150 gift card?
Yeah.
I get that. I don't think we're going to have... Yeah, we might have some... Do we want to play a game right into a game?
I mean, we can. That's not really a game. That's just giving something away.
I mean, do you want to give away the Star Wars thing?
Well...
Because I got something else we could talk about that's really fun.
Now, think about it. If we don't give it away, if we do it now, we're not going to... If we don't do it now, we can't do it for another hour.
We can't. It would be
Because,
like more 8:20-ish.
Yeah, 8:20. But then that would be a game out of a game.
No, you're right.
Because we got to do that.
Yes.
So it would be we either do it now or we do it in an hour.
Let's do it. Let's do it now.
Yeah!
866-916-0959. Sydney, can you go grab those papers for me really quick that I left on the printer? The papers. That was a Goodfellas remark. You would not know that.
Are you sure that was Goodfellas? Are you thinking a Good Dinosaur?
No, but man, that's on. Well, you know that. That's on Disney Plus.
I hate that one.
That one's sad.
Yeah, because you watch the dad die multiple times.
Yeah, they come back and he comes and he dies again.
Yeah, like you just keep watching him die.
I don't know what their problem is.
Stupid Arlo, I have to keep watching your dad die? Thanks.
Here, while she's getting the paper and we're getting ready to play this game, can you please call 866-916-0959? Tanner, can you explain to me what the hell happened in Tron? Do you know the game with Jeff Bridges?
Tron?
The movie Tron. It's on Disney Plus. They did like an 80 version, and now they did a 2006 one, and I rewatched it.
Tron Legacy?
Yeah, and my kid's asking me about it, and I'm like...
No, that movie is almost going down as one of the worst remakes or reboots or something of all time. Why did you watch that?
Well, because there's a lot of racing in it, and the kids liked it, and then Dewey's asked me questions, and I just started making things up because I didn't want to sound stupid.
Jeff Bridges is in Tron?
Yeah, he's the dude. He was in the original one, too. Am I thinking that Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff
Bridges. I had no idea. I never watched any of the Trons.
By the way...
I like the game.
I'm physically attracted to Jeff Bridges.
Who isn't?
Oh, my God.
Him? Who? Which Jeff Bridges, though? Like
older Jeff Bridges.
Are you talking like True Grit Jeff Bridges or Big Lebowski?
I'm talking True Grit.
Okay, because I'm attracted to Big Lebowski.
Yeah, me too.
Jeff Bridges, a man who just likes to bowl, drink, and just doesn't want to pee on his rug anymore.
Hi, who's this?
I feel like that's where I'm headed.
What's your Mike?
Yes.
All right, hang on.
Mike, you sound sexy.
Hang on. Hi, who's this?
I am.
He's like, yeah, I know it.
Hi, besides Mike, who else do we have on the line? Sure, cool.
What are you hiding from us?
Hi, what is your name?
Maria.
All right, Maria. Let's just take one more. Rule of 3.
Yeah.
Hi, who's this?
CJ, don't even know why I'm calling. I just heard you guys say to call.
Hell yeah!
I like that. You're in.
At least you're honest.
All right, so what happens here, guys? I'm going to give some 90s. You're going to ring in with your name when you think you know the song. You and Sid play along with us, too, okay
yeah,
guys?
I will destroy the... can I get these tickets if I win?
Yes. I think that's fair.
I feel like it's fair, yeah.
I thought you had tickets already.
No, I don't have tickets. Nobody gives me tickets for anything.
Well, I don't know. They're giving us shirts, so I don't know.
This is 90s songs and the advice that came from them, okay? So ring in with your name when you think you know it. What band wanted you to tell them everything? They wanted you to tell them why there ain't nothing but a heart pain. Tanner!
Mike.
Is that the Backstreet Boys?
Tell me why ain't nobody. Tell me why.
All right, Tanner's got a point. All right.
I'm getting it. Guys, I don't think you understand. I really want to go see this movie.
What band gave you killer advice like, you only have 1 or 2 good people in your life, and they'll go fast. And when your hair starts falling out, who will be around to care? Tell them who will still care. That one's a tough one, because I think only certain people know the...
Can you do it again?
Yeah, do it one more time.
What band gave you killer advice? Like, you only have 1 or 2 people in your life that are important, and they will go fast. And when your hair starts falling out, who will be around to care? Tell them who will still care.
I think I know.
You do?
I think I know.
No way!
I am normally really good at this.
Tanner?
I have 2 guesses.
All right.
First one, Torn, Natalie Imbruglia.
That's wrong.
Imbruglia. Number 2 is Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls by Scrubs.
Negative.
Oh, that's not it. Oh my God!
It talks about God, and this whole song is so beautiful. If it was like an acoustic version, and it was done by a woman with jacked up teeth, like that song would go down in history as one of the most passionate songs ever. But since it's Hanson, it's stupid.
Hey, what 90s girl band gave the advice to don't go towards a steep descent of water of the river?
Start CLC Chasing Waterfall.
Who was that? Who said that?
That was a lady.
Maria.
Maria. All right.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, not a lady.
Not a lady. That's fun. All right. Here's another singer. Here is another singer that is so excited to hit the pond, but his dad saw a little girl, so he took her. And the son begged him not to because it's kidnapping and also a girl.
Did somebody guess in? I know what it is. I just listened to it.
Again.
Do it again.
Full kidnapping.
Right. Here's another 90s singer that is so excited to hit the...
Who left?
CJ, yeah, he didn't even want him. We got to fill a CJ hole. Who's this?
This This is Randall.
All right, Randall, hang on.
Oh, is Randall feeling Randy?
Oh, Randall. A 90s singer who was so excited to hit the pond, but his dad saw a little girl. So he took her, and the son begged him not to because it's kidnapping and also a girl.
Can I guess yet?
Tanner,
don't take the girl away.
Take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo, take anybody that.
all right. Oh, this is fun.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
What beautiful 90s singer gave future boyfriends this advice? Disagree when another woman is more attractive. And when she prepares him his dinner, and if she ruins it, it's
Alanis
because she...
Morissette, want to know?
You gotta say your name.
It's because... Mike.
Gary Underwood?
No. And when she prepares him his dinner and ruins it, it's because she's not good at cooking. He must lie every time and say he likes it, even if it tastes awful.
Never mind.
Oh.
You know it. Do you know it?
No.
If I said one word in here, I think
Shania
everybody...
Twain.
What?
Say the word.
Shania Twain. Any Man of Mine?
Did you not say man? Was that the word? No, it was when she prepares him dinner and burns it. I didn't say that. Because she says that like in the...
Yeah, she said it in the song.
2-2.
All I hear in that song is that she's a bad housewife.
Hey, what girl... hold on. Hey, what girl group...
Tanner, Spice Girls Wannabe.
Yeah, that was it, but I don't have it. Okay, here it is.
That's
hey,
30.
What singer wanted you to let them know when you touch them in a certain way and you hold them like that in a different way, they have to admit things are coming back?
No.
Mike.
Do it again?
Mike.
Christina Aguilera?
No.
You gotta also have a song.
The Who?
Oh.
No, it's this. This is a tough one.
No, what's the clue?
It's all over. It's all over.
It's all coming back to
All right, hey, settle down. How about this one? Here's a singer that wanted to ask you, please be the utmost honest with me. Do you love me, or am I a car accident where I run over someone and leave the scene?
What in the hell? I get it!
They want to know if it will be just you and them, or are you just enjoying your time too much?
I get it. I know what it is. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. 5.
A 90s singer, by the way.
4.
Be honest with me. Do you love me, or am I a car accident where I run over someone and leave the scene?
Can I give a hint?
90s. It's just a singer, just one artist.
Can I give a hint?
Yeah.
She got most of her fame from the show American Idol.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson?
No.
I love you.
90s. It is 90s.
90s, guys. The first season.
Oh, no.
The
Here we go.
first season of American Idol didn't even show up until 2001.
2002.
The final one here. Which band wanted you to know that this? 7 days ago was the last time you gazed at me, throwing your hands in the air. 2 days minus a week since you talked to them.
Oh, I'm Maria. 1 week. Bare Naked Ladies.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Got your hand to the side and said I'm angry.
There you go, Maria. You just won that.
Yay!
Randall, I don't even know why you were here, but thank
Working
you.
in my car right now.
We're twerking in your car.
You want to... Oh, I got it? Do I got it? Yay! No, I don't. I need to say just a couple things and what you're going to win here. This is... Hey, you get to pick. You can either go to the Star Wars private screening, Appleton, Oshkosh, or Green Bay. We'll get that information for you from you in just a minute, but you get to pick, okay? Dream Lounger tickets to see
great.
Star Wars. You're getting this. Big thanks to North Star Dental, Doc's Harley Davidson, Charlie Biggs Chicken, and Matt's DJ service, okay? Hang in there. Get all your information. Hey, how much are we playing for today? And take from Jake and Tanner.
80. Did I lose?
No, you won that.
No, I
so
demolished her.
$80.
It's $80 today.
80 bucks. We're going to be playing that, and we're going to be doing that here in just a few minutes with the Jake and Tanner show.
You know my shirt?
That's funny. There you go. Take it. $150 gift card to the outlet shops went to Sid. Just kidding.
What the S?
Jealous.
I don't know. She's been talking about it a lot.
I love the outlets.
Hey, it's Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. 866-916-0959. Your pest control text line happens to be 71090. One girl, two boys. One of those guys being me. Hi, I'm one of the hosts of the show, and my name is Jake. And I think it was a good buy. That video game, that Injustice 2 for because my kid came right home. And we did our homework. He was talking about it all day. He's like, "Dad, can we play? Dad, can we play?" Nice. I don't know. It's just that's the very first. I mean, Dewey and I have
nothing in common.
No, we do, but he's just a little. He's
There's
a kid.
35-year difference, so it's kind of hard to find interest.
Yeah, and so it's interesting that he wants to play this video game with me, and I'm not like super. I'm not. I got it kind of more for the. I got it for me, but more for the kids. And
it's a nice part about video games now.
Yeah, really is.
Like, I like playing them, and I'll make you like playing them, and you'll just like what I like to do.
Did you happen? When did you? Was it your kid that kind of got you out of them?
No, I play video games every night now.
Oh, I thought you were getting out of it.
I did for a minute. There was nothing I wanted to play. There was like almost nothing I wanted to play.
That's so bizarre. There's a whole
world of games, but like there's only so many hookers you can kill on Grand Theft Auto before it starts to get repetitive.
It's like Jude, Dewey, and Piper were all playing the video game yesterday, and there's like 50 characters.
Yeah.
And Jude goes, "Hey, can we get more characters?" And then Dewey's like, "Yeah, Dad, can you buy more characters?" I go, "You haven't even played." There's like 50 of them. I had Mario and Luigi, and I couldn't even play Luigi if I was by myself.
Yeah, that would suck. Great. Yeah, you remember? I remember the first time I learned that there was a Mario with a green hat.
Yeah,
because otherwise it was just me playing alone, and then the second player came in. And you were like, "Shut the F up, green."
Do you remember? You might not remember Mario 2 when train wreck that was.
I remember. I think that went to Mario's. I don't remember. You're right. I don't remember Mario 2. I remember Super Mario, and I remember Super Mario 3.
Sid,
what happened in 2?
Oh, nobody talks about it.
Did they take a dark approach? Like, did Mario die?
Can you type in
like
NES?
OD'd on heroin?
Mario 2.
Like it got dark?
And do a trailer. I think they switched companies. I don't know. Gameplay or something. I think they switched company. It got weird, man.
Super Mario Bros. 2, I assume. Or is it Super Mario 2?
I don't know. Just NES Mario 2, it'll get to it. Because that's the first Nintendo.
Yeah. Super Mario Bros. 2.
Is that
but
it?
This is for Switch.
Yeah, that's Switch. You're going to have to do gameplay.
That's Super Mario Maker.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers 2.
Game. Not Maker. Game. That one? Oh, yeah, he looks bad, too.
Yeah, it's right there. Do the gameplay. I just want you to see this really quick. You can text TV to 71090 and you can see this.
1988. Okay.
Oh, listen to that sound.
Why is everything brown?
Skip forward, darling. I'm just so sorry I just said that. My dad
Why does he have an onion?
There's a magic door.
Okay.
And it just goes, it's weird, man. Nobody liked this one.
Why was he squatting and pooping coins? Why are you throwing onions?
It's so bad.
Why are you... He throws things. So many things.
Let me tell you this. Mario 3 came out and took over the world. They had magic flutes that you could skip the worlds.
Yeah. I remember
and they got the squirrel tail.
I remember finding the first time I got the magic flute, and I was like, I'm sorry, hold on, I can just go to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Why is this even in here?
Oh, that was fun.
Like, why? You know why that's in there? Because there was no saving. They put the flute in there.
I think Mario 3 you could save on.
You could?
I think Mario 3 you were able to. I know 1 and 2
then why did they even put the flute in?
I don't know.
Use the flute.
Somebody said Mario 2 is the best. Oh, you're wrong. You're the same person that probably bites their string cheese instead of picking it.
I do like biting my string cheese. I ain't got time to peel.
I like peeling it because it reminds me of a little skin that I get to pick. Like there's a sunburn, and you get to pick it and eat it. Yeah,
I think if Angie would have left you, you would kill people like Bundy.
Super Mario for the Switch
you'd only
is
be
so
killing high cheekboned brunette women.
That is not no.
How do you know?
I don't.
You like picking skin.
I do. Wait, somebody said it was amazing. You couldn't. Oh, you couldn't save you could not save in Mario 3, apparently.
That's why I thought they put in the flute. It's because if you got all the way to the end of the game and then died, or your power went out, or you had to go to school or work.
Yeah, the compilation of Super Mario Brothers. You couldn't save in any of the games.
Yeah, so you just had to beat it. I wonder what the playthrough time is. I bet you it's only like 2 hours.
Oh, I bet you somebody can just jam through it.
Have you ever watched speedruns?
Am I on my own little island? Sorry, but everybody is talking about how great Mario 2 was. I have seen those speed runs, and they're amazing. Have you seen Mario 1 when they do that?
Oh, yeah. I watch all the speed runs, all of them. I have the series that I really like. It's Kingdom Hearts and the systems. Kingdom Hearts 2, I had 36 hours in that game. That's how long it took me to go through all the worlds and do all the things. And that's how, like, when my saved game after the completion, it's at 36 hours.
Oh,
I watched somebody do it in 4 hours. They were just running. And then he was just like, once you get to level 20, nothing matters anymore. And I was like, what do you mean nothing matters? And he's running as fast as he can. And I was just like, this is insane. You're passing chat. Oh my! I love watching speed runs. I watched that full 4-hour one. I watched the whole thing.
What was your first cheat code in video game? Do you remember? Because mine I think was either Mario, the first one where you can keep bouncing on the duck in the very first level, and you can get 100 lives by doing this. It takes a while.
I didn't know that.
And but the one cheat that I remember is the Contra code.
I never played Contra,
where you get 30 lives or something.
No, I would say probably the first time I started using mainstream cheat codes, I guess, would probably be Grand Theft Auto 3.
Do you remember they had the magazines where you would buy them at Meijer or whatever, and that was walkthroughs or whatever it was? Never
mind. I had cheat codes before Grand Theft Auto 3 because I had my dad buy me a Game Shark for the Nintendo 64.
This sounds familiar. What is a Game Shark?
Game Shark, it had its own codes in it.
Yes.
So then you put the Game Shark in, and then you would put the Game Shark or the game on top of the Game Shark. Yep. And then you could be like, oh, do you want your cars to go faster in Mario Kart? This is what it is. I don't think it ever worked. Not great, but still.
Another one was we had an 800 number or a 900 number that you had to call to get codes for Nintendo. They literally had a few dudes working in there, and you would call, and they'd be like, what level are you on? Okay, yeah, and they would play the game where you are to tell you how to beat it.
Oh, yeah. Not so much a cheat code, but like an audio... Do you remember strategy guides? Maybe this might be out of your time.
Is that the magazine? Not the magazine, but the
you
color.
Bought a book for the game. It was only for that game.
A walkthrough of just that game, basically. Yeah,
you'd get a strategy. The first one I bought, it was for Final Fantasy X, and it was like that thick, and it was like, and it told you where everything was and how to get through the game, and it had little, like if you jump up on this rock and use this spell, like they'll do this, and once his eyes roll.
I do remember that.
Like
I never bought one, but I do remember that.
That was the heyday, I still think, of playing video games, because you couldn't go on YouTube to just see how to beat it. Like this last Kingdom Hearts game I played, if I needed to do something and I couldn't figure it out, if it took me 40 minutes, I'm hopping on YouTube immediately and be like, oh, that's all I got to do?
I used to get the Spencer kid, my neighbor. He was like 10 years younger than me, and I couldn't beat a Zelda. I was like 18, 19 at this time, and he would just come up and just beat the level for me because we didn't have a computer. We didn't have a...
This is what I did with Steven. Steven would come over, and he'd bring his memory card for the PlayStation, and then I would save his game onto my credit or my memory card. Nice. And then it's like, oh, yeah, I just skipped 38 levels.
You probably don't remember this, but somebody said Doom.
I played Doom.
But on the computer, where there are cheat codes, and you could do like God mode and get all the guns and walk through walls. And that was
BFG.
That was a big thing. This is fun. Here, I would love to know. I know we got to do a take from Jake and Tanner. We might be moving it to the next segment, or we could move what we're talking about to the next segment.
No, we're on a roll.
I would really like to know what, if you look back at your childhood, just think, what is the game that stands out the most to you? Because that'll give me a sense of like what age group really kind of listens here. Text this in 71090, because mine are definitely Mario, obviously. and Contra and Gauntlet. Those games stick out in my head a lot, and those were NES. I'm that years old. I'm Gauntlet years old, man. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, there was a Gauntlet game that I got for the PlayStation 2.
This one's different. This one had like 150 different levels, and it was an aerial view.
Oh yeah, no, mine was a little different. It kind of sucked. No, my first games were 64 games. So F-Zero X, GoldenEye,
Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda, Mario Kart, the first couple Mario parties, Kirby, all those games.
My nephew would be.
I still say is my favorite system.
I know in my age,
so much fun.
My 64, yeah, it is a blast. The wrestling on there was so fun.
That system is so stupidly popular with everybody that they still haven't come out with the classic version. Remember when Nintendo was like, here's a NES Classic.
Yeah, they need to do a 64.
But the thing is that when you buy a 64, you can't touch a 64 for like under $60, and that's with no games.
Sydney, do you have a... What is yours? This was like a week ago. If you remember a game from your childhood, what would it be?
I played a lot of Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Kart, and Super Mario Party, and I had it for like my Nintendo SD and my DS.
So you had the little handheld games.
Yeah, I had Game Boys and stuff.
What was the square, the block? I had one of those too for a second. The Nintendo, it was just square little discs.
Oh, a GameCube.
Yeah, man,
dude,
the
GameCube's not gonna lie,
they're awesome.
Super fun.
Yeah,
super fun. I don't think they get the recognition that they deserve.
Oh, somebody said this too. Mortal Kombat. That was another one for me when it first came out with Sega. Let me read some of these on here. Pac-Man. If you were a child, what is the games you kind of remember? Pitfall. Oh my God, for the Atari. Duck Hunt, Super Mario's. Donkey Kong Country. How about Crash Bandicoot? What age group is that?
I did Crash Bandicoot.
Is that more your age group, kind of?
Yeah, probably mine. Probably my age to early 30s.
I'm surprised that I don't see Tomb Raider on here for PlayStation, because that was a big one when PlayStation came out.
I did not like those triangle things. No, somebody just brought up the Mortal Kombat on 64. That's where it was at.
Wait, they had it for Nintendo?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was on Nintendo 64.
Oh, really? I thought that was just a Sega thing.
No, it moved over to 60. I think 64 was the first Nintendo it was on. But it was Dynamite.
Xbox One, it is really fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done with Mortal Kombat games.
Because 12-year-olds whoop your A?
Yeah, because I'll never remember the combos. And I don't like the graphics anymore. I liked the graphics on 64 when it would be like, fatality. And then you would see just a paper person rip a spine out, or animality. And then they would turn into an animal and maul them. Those were the best times.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
I'm telling you, I don't want to see realistic people get their head ground down to dust. I don't think that the Xbox One should not have Mortal Kombat in the way it is. I don't think it hurts people. I don't think it's making people more violent.
Right.
I just think they are disturbing images.
No, I mean, I get that.
Listen, okay.
I literally stole this from another show.
I might... Do they do this to him now?
I don't know if they have in a while.
No.
Tell me about the good old days.
I'm just saying, back in the good old days, when it was just paper characters, it kind of looked real, but there wasn't real. Like, you didn't do X-ray visions of people's bones breaking.
Oh, that's fun though. That's good for the kids.
Do you play that in front of like Dewey and Piper and stuff?
I don't let them play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
no, they play the other one, that Injustice, because that's nowhere near as bad.
No, like they're still punching, but it's almost like Fortnite. How Fortnite looks so cartoony that you can almost pass it off as being like paintball or Nerf guns.
By the way, side note, does that Injustice 2 have those fatality moves like Mortal
probably,
Kombat?
But not as hardcore. Like I said, I went through and I watched all the fatalities on Mortal Kombat 10.
bad.
I watched them all. And anyone with Raiden, when he takes his hat and he spins it on the ground like it's a flippin' saw blade, and then slowly presses his foot onto the back of somebody's head and it bounces off, I was like, that's too realistic. Because it doesn't just cut through like it bounces off the bone.
It is. This is the same guy who was okay with Walking Dead.
I am okay with that.
That was, oh my God, that was so bad.
It was really bad.
So, do you remember it? Wait, we were talking about we got to get out of here. I know.
Walking Dead season 7 opener. I still say is the last good episode.
I
of The
agree
Walking
with
Dead.
you on that.
I think because I loved the episode. I loved Rick's flashbacks. I loved everything about that episode. It was all just Rick and Negan, the two best characters that show has ever came out with.
Is that still going on?
Yes, it is. Season 10 has to be towards the last. No idea what is happening. I didn't watch 9.
My favorite. I know we got to get said, but my favorite Walking Dead characters was where Rick was is when he was biting people's necks.
I hated that.
Oh, you did? I liked that grisly.
I didn't like that moment.
Yeah.
I liked the moment. I thought it was funny, kind of, because he just went all out and really protected Carl.
Yeah.
So that was nice, but I think my favorite episode is my favorite season and everything is 3, when they get to the prison and they're just messing with the governor. I think the governor and Rick, that was a great rivalry.
Man, do I like the governor.
Because now...
But compared to Negan...
If you look back, Rick is worse than the governor.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
He is. He's gone now. Or he's not dead. He's
how many listeners do you think we actually have?
6, maybe?
6? I was thinking around 4 or 5.
That phone's been ringing for a while, so at least... Like, we have that.
Hey, the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much, much more. All right, on the way, we got to get in this tape from Jake and Tanner. We will, promise you, we'll do it next. We got $80 we're going to try giving away here in just a few minutes. just before we get into a take from Jake and Tanner, I want to go through just a quick top 10 popular baby names. Boy and girl. See if any of ours fall in these groups, categories, names. Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. I don't know if I said that. 866-916-0959. If you want to call and try playing Take from Jake and Tanner, big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. Life Stage Personal Guidance. I'm going to play that in a minute. So, the most popular baby names of 2019. Are you ready?
Yes.
I got boy names. Do you think you could guess any of these? If just in the top of your...
Jackson.
No. Sid?
Remy.
No.
Oh.
Liam is on there.
Still hanging in there, huh?
Top 10 boy names. Liam. Oliver.
I like the name Oliver.
Boy, I don't. Theodore. I'm trying to. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of that one. That one. What was that? Was that a Saturday Night Live bit or what was it when he kept messing up the names? Jay Quallen.
Oh, no, that was Key and Peele. Hey, Aaron!
Oliver! It's Oliver? Yeah.
D-Nice.
Henry made the list. D-Nice.
Say your name right. I love that bit. Can we watch it?
Yeah, we should. Pull that up,
Pull
Sid.
it up, teacher? I think it's clean. I think the most it says is,
Oliver.
the B word.
I like that. The Adore. Declan made the list. Henry made the list. Owen is top 10 boy name. Finn. I don't mind Finn. Top 10 boy name.
And it's, Finn is fine.
Caleb.
Yeah, right there. Top one.
I really like Emmett a lot.
Emmett!
And Benjamin made the list. This is, and then we'll just get to the top 10 names for girls here.
I love this so much.
This is a substitute teacher he's playing, right? And he doesn't know any of the names, and he's getting them wrong completely.
Yeah, he came from the inner city.
I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years.
Nobody says it's not clean. We'll find out.
It says son of a B. It was on TV.
Y'all feel me? Okay, take a roll here.
GD.
Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here?
Yeah. Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Y'all wanna play? Okay, man. I've got my eye on you, Jay Quellen. Balake. Where is Balake at? There's no Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name is Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Blake. What? Do you want to go to war, Balaki? Because we could go to war.
No.
I'm for real. I'm for real. So you better check yourself. D-Nice. Is there a D-Nice? If one of y'all says some silly-ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath. Now, D-Nice.
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! You say your name right now.
Denise?
Say it right.
Denise.
Correctly.
Denise.
Right.
Denise.
Right.
D-Nice.
That's better. Thank you. Now, Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now? No Aaron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, Aaron. Here. Oh, man. Why didn't you answer me the first time I said it, huh? I'm just asking. I said it like 4 times.
Man.
So why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron! Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did. Oshag Hennessy!
Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn class before I break my foot off in your head, insubordinate. and churlish.
Oh.
Timothy.
Present.
Yeah. That's fun. I think that could be just, you don't even need to watch it. I think that's just fun audio.
It is. It's great audio.
Hey, you want to play Take from Jake and Tanner? Let's do that. We got some questions here. Right out of the brain of Sydney. See how you do on trivia. $80. Thank you, Prospera Credit Union Life Stage Personal Guidance. Hi, who's this?
This is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Jeff, you want to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jeff. 5 questions. Tanner's going to be out of the room. He can't hear the questions or the answers.
I'll leave.
All right.
What do you do for a living, Jeff?
I'm an engineer.
Whoa, he is a trivia maker.
No, he's not.
No, he's an engineer.
That's not a job.
He's an engineer.
Oh, dang it.
So, that is, though. Questions you can't hear. No, Tanner can't hear, nor can he hear your answers. Then he comes back in the room, get asked the same questions, and then we'll go through them all together. If you get stuck, remember you can pass, and time willing, we will get back to that question. Understood?
All right. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. In Roman numerals, what number does D, as in dog, represent?
100.
What is the primary liquor by volume in a Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Pass.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show?
Bill Cosby.
Who did George Washington name as vice president?
Mark Hamill.
What city is the fashion center of Italy?
Venice.
What is the primary liquor by volume in the Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Rum.
Data! Hi, Jeffrey. How do you feel that you did for an engineer?
I don't think I did that well.
All right. Hang on.
What happened?
Nothing. Jeffrey's just a cutie.
Oh, no. Is he that dumb?
You know this. Your time will begin.
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. In Roman numerals, what does the letter D, as in dog, represent?
Pass.
What is the primary liquor by volume in a Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Rum.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show?
Dr. Huxtable.
More specific.
No.
I'm just saying, I got what
There's
I got.
no way that it's got to be more specific.
I would know what it is, but that's just me. Who did George Washington name as vice president?
John Adams.
What city is the fashion center of Italy?
Italy.
Italy.
Italy? The boot country?
Italy.
Oh, I'm going to say Venice.
In Roman numerals, what number does D represent?
$1,000. That doesn't seem right. That don't seem right at all.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
You think Tanner did better than you?
Probably.
Really?
There we go.
I didn't seem confident in any of my answers.
So in Roman numerals, what does the letter D represent? Now, Jeff said pass, and he came back and said 100.
And that's C.
Tanner passed, and he came back and said 1,000. The answer, 500.
Dang it!
0, 0. Hey, what is the primary liquor by volume in the Sex on the Beach cocktail? Jeff said rum. Tanner said rum. The answer, vodka. Oh, I said it like that. Very excited.
Yeah, it sounded very finishy.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show? Jeff went with Bill Cosby. Tanner went with Dr. Huxtable. The answer, Heathcliff Huxtable. 0-0. Who did George Washington name vice president? Jeff said Mark Hamill.
What? You mean Luke Skywalker?
That's what I thought.
Were you thinking of Hamilton?
Hamilton.
Not Mark Hamill? The voice of the Joker and cartoons.
Danner said John Adams. John Adams is correct. 1-0.
I know America!
What city is the fashion center for Italy? You both said the same one.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that means it.
The answer, what did you guys say?
Venice.
The answer, Milan.
Mulan.
Mulan.
Yeah.
Milan. So anyway, you didn't win that. Sorry, Jeffrey. Tanner won that. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it, Lobo.
I appreciate you.
I need to know.
That was very nice.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
I need to know if it came down to time, or not time, like where it was going to be either they win or I win, and I had Dr. Huxtable.
I wouldn't have accepted it.
What?
I go by the answers. I go by
That's
the
the character.
Yeah, what character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show?
He was Dr. Huxtable.
Well, Heathcliff Huxtable. By the way, somebody said tequila is in Sex on the Beach. I don't believe that.
Yeah, but
Isn't it vodka and peach schnapps?
I thought
it has 5 different things, doesn't it? No, that's a.
Look it up.
I thought vodka was Sex on the Beach. It probably can be anything if you're an alcoholic. If you live in Wisconsin, it could be Busch Light. I drink a Sex on the Beach all the time. It's called Miller High Life. I do that on the beach. Somebody said Malibu, vodka. OJ, and grenadine. No, the main alcohol is vodka.
Yeah.
Back off!
You big idiot. Stupid moron.
Anyway, we're going to do some rip and reading next.
Kids should be taken away.
It's a Jake and Tanner show. Good morning. things. That's life for you. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Good morning. Why is it? Question time. Yeah. Why is it that these market sizes, this radio area, and smaller markets do not have producer booths? Why is that? And you go to larger market, there is a producer booth in every studio because you have to have a producer.
I don't know.
I wonder why that is. I mean, even like the birthday station. Birthday station, brand new. They put it in, but they didn't use them.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have any. Not where the studios were.
Well, I guess, yeah. They didn't even build it in there. I guess the AM studios had them.
They did?
Yeah, they just were not utilized.
Oh, that's stupid. Stupid.
I just don't know why that is. A lot of people, if you get a producer, this is what happens. Is they come in like Sydney, and then they become more part of the show, which is fine. We share the show a lot, but I'm just saying it's weird. That's a weird thing. They've always done it like that. This way, the birthday station, Katie came in as a producer.
Yeah, I think that at that point, that was just a title they just gave her.
One of these days, we're going to cut our own window in here in that wall.
Oh my God. I told Joe, I was like, if you can guarantee I won't get fired, I'll come in here and cut the window out. I'll do it on a weekend.
I almost got hit by a car. And
what the hell?
I really just should have for Tanner.
For what reason?
Well, we can't have a wheelchair in here.
I think that I was told that this is set up for that.
Man,
Joe
told me it was not.
I gotta have Joe in here. Joe!
Yeah, Joe told me this is not a handy-capable studio.
Well, maybe he's just telling. He told me that these are on risers, so these can all be put down. That's what I got told. That it was built like this.
Yeah, but we can't fit I can barely walk back here.
Well, they could figure it out.
I mean, no, they would have to redo a lot of things.
Yeah,
they'd have to make the table smaller.
But apparently, we are going to be getting a window, which is good, clean fun.
That was the fastest. Something has ever gone from. That's the fastest anything's ever gotten pushed back, I think, in radio.
The window? Yeah, you're going to have it this time? And then, that was funny.
Within 12 hours, it went from you guys will have it by the end of the month to we got pushed back to Q1 of 2020.
This. I'll help you, Tanner, put that window in. Yeah, that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen. Come on into our work building. Yeah. And use power tools.
I said, I just need to be guaranteed I won't get fired, and I will come cut that window out. I'll bring my Dave. He's not a liability.
I know. And there's another thing with a small market. I remember doing my night show with Colton. He wasn't hired. He was out doing remotes, and he never signed one piece of paper. He just came in as helping me do the show, and they had him out doing things, and they would give him gift cards to the Olive Garden.
Yeah, that's it feels really illegal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not just really illegal. Like that is, I think, illegal.
Let's finish this. Top names for girls. Ready? In 2019, the top most popular names. Tanner, what'd you say would be on the list?
Emma.
No.
I will stick with Remy.
Remy's not on the list?
I know 3 people who named their kids that within the past 2 months.
3?
Charlotte is on there.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Is that what it really was? Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Amelia. Violet.
Oh, is Arya on it?
That's the next one I was going to say, yep.
Yeah, just because of Game of Thrones?
Well, I don't like how you said that.
What? Game of Thrones?
Yeah, well, there it is again. It feels wrong.
I said it.
Every part of my body.
It's Game of Thrones.
Ooh, there it is.
How would you say it?
Game of Thrones. Hold on. Now you're screwing it up. Now it's not even words to me. Game of Thrones. No, stop. You're screwing it up for me in my head. Game of Thrones. No, you have screwed this up because I know it's not supposed to sound like that.
What are you talking about?
Game of Thrones.
What is it?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Ha! Yours sounds
wrong. I can't sit there and say Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones
all the time.
Yeah, it's the Game of Thrones.
But if I'm just in regular conversation, it's the Game of Thrones.
I think you have a weird cadence in it.
I think you're putting what word am I looking for now?
Accent.
Yeah, on the different
emphasis.
Emphasis. That's it.
Emphasis.
Emphasis is game. It's add the.
Oh. Wait, where do you want me to add the?
In the beginning.
The Game of Thrones?
The Game of... Now I can't even say it. It's Game of Thrones. There it is.
Yeah.
Game of. What book are you reading? What did you just go? Did you just watch? Game of Thrones.
Oh, the Game of Thrones.
Yeah. What do you play normally? Game.
The Game
of Thrones.
Of Thrones. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, Arya made the list.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm sorry. Aurora made the list.
Those are two different names.
Yeah, that's two completely different names.
Ava or Ava.
Ava?
Ava.
Probably Ava.
I'm trying to mess him up like that guy.
Oh.
But I'm doing very bad at it.
I was trying to figure out. It was like, he's having a stroke. You can't hear Game of Thrones different.
Olivia. Vivian. Hazel.
Like the nut?
Yeah. Nora.
You started as one, then you got named after one.
Gross.
Is it gross though?
Is it? It's
science?
natural.
Do you want to think of your baby
No.
girl?
Yeah. Yucky. Yuck.
That's how babies are made.
Told you it was gross.
That's very gross.
I'm just saying.
Hey, really quick.
When my daughter is old enough, I will explain to her exactly when and where she was made.
Hey, it's very selfish to mess up another person's travel time this year, especially when you do it because you're too cheap to splash out $19 for premium economy. So an American Eagle flight, that's a thing?
I can't tell if you're doing a read or if this is a story. I honestly have no clue.
I switched gears very fast. Listen to this story here. A woman faked a medical emergency. An American Eagle flight took off from Florida.
Okay, yeah.
And when it got in the air, a woman on the plane said she was having breathing issues and asked if they'd move her to a bigger seat. They did. But the pilot decided, since it was a medical emergency, to turn around and head back to Florida.
Oh, you gotta wait until you get past the point of no return.
Yeah, and so what she did, they landed, and she admitted she faked the entire thing because she wanted a bigger seat, and she refused to get off the plane. The pilot finally talked her into leaving.
The pilot knew that. Pilot
just
knew
to
that
do it,
immediately.
Like you just want,
screw it. I got nothing else going on. I'm gonna make this whole plane hate you.
Could you imagine? You gotta commit to that lie. Because she's sitting there and going, okay, what do I do now? Do I just say that I was lying right now so he can circle back and go?
Well, did the pilot decide, or did the air marshal?
This said the pilot decided.
I think air marshals only decide if there's like a hazard. Because the pilot can turn that plane around whenever he wants. He's a captain. He is the captain now.
Who? The
pilot.
Oh,
Pilot
yeah.
is a captain. I would love that kind of raw power.
Yeah,
somebody's being a butt back there. Okay, hey, everybody's vacation or going home time is canceled because of Karen in the front seat. She wanted to fit her fat ass in a bigger seat. Oh yeah, you can go back to your house, Karen. Bye.
I just couldn't imagine sitting there and being Karen and going, I have to commit to this lie.
Did she commit to it the whole time?
No,
until she
landed, until everybody got off or landed, and then she said, "Hey, listen, it was just fake."
And you know that the pilot was probably like, if she just admits it, like
we're staying on track.
We'll stay on track. Like I'll turn it back around. We wasted a little bit of fuel, but I want that woman to go back to her seat. Why? Because that's a weird power trip.
Do you?
Did they have to switch people?
Probably.
Switch
unless
people
they
for
had an empty spot.
I don't know. I didn't say any further.
Yeah.
Usually, if they have empty spots and seats that are better, they will bump somebody up, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fly. I don't fly a lot.
I'm always drunk when I'm flying.
That is true.
Yeah.
Or super hungover.
Yeah.
Like the last time we flew.
Fluing. And I had to sit in the middle where a guy was just verbally abusing his wife.
Oh my God. I saw that from like 4 rows back. I was on an aisle seat and I just see them passing kids over Jake and I was like, this seems, I would hate my life.
I wasn't having a good time. And there was a woman that was sitting this side, a man sitting this side, his wife and kids over here.
Yeah, in a different aisle.
In a different aisle. And I had to watch, I was watching The Boys, and there's some scenes in there that is awful. The plane crash one and the just boobs everywhere.
Did you get to the plane crash scene on that flight?
Yes.
Because I did. Because I think I was a little farther than you because you were watching something else. So I think, I was watching it on my phone or on the iPad. and immediately be like, hey, here's a hijacking on a plane, and I'm on the aisle seat, so not only can the person next to me see, like everybody behind me, so I had to slap it. And sex scenes, I had to just listen to Starlight and Huey make beautiful love, and I had to go back and watch it.
Another
I wanted to see it. I had a crush on her throughout that entire movie.
Another one is when you're at Planet Fitness running on an elliptical. That feels weird too when something will come up like that, even though probably nobody's watching.
I never watch anything that can be like that.
Just on planes?
Only on planes for some reason. Because on planes, I watch things that I haven't watched, but at the gym, I watch things that I have.
Yeah, that's an awkward thing. But anyway, that guy, he was... they got at the end of the flight. They had 2 young kids, and I even said in my head, I go, "Oh, this is not going to be good to sit next to." And they just started screaming at each other. She even brought his mom in it. She's like, "Why do you have to text your mom right now?" And he's like, "Because we landed the plane, and I told her I would text her. We have kids. There's no reason that she needs to know. Are you picking her over me?" Like that was the thing that was going down, and he was yelling at her. Like loud, like he didn't care that he was causing a scene, and she kind of was like whispering more. He didn't care.
Well, I'm mommy's special little boy.
Yeah,
she needs to know that her little man is safe on the ground.
Poor 2 kids too, Lordy. They didn't know what was going on. They just wanted to get off that plane. I did too.
But also,
I thought he was going to start yelling at me.
Yeah. And then I got this man right here reeking like beer and watching sex scenes on an airplane. Because, man, did we both just reek of alcohol. You more than me that day because I went hard Friday.
Yeah, I went hard Saturday.
You went too hard on Saturday.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a knee injury. Okay? You're telling you didn't go hard on Friday?
No.
Holy cow.
I don't remember Friday.
Yeah.
I went super hard on Friday, and then you went really hard. Kept those beautiful people from Texas hostage.
Then I just left.
And then you just started walking away while I was still eating street tacos.
Is this baby race more exciting than most sporting events? Let's listen.
Which race?
Autumn Breeze. Look at her.
Foot race.
Look at her. Will it be Autumn Breeze? Oh, now Holland Sass wants to get in on it. Okay, is she going to be too late or will she pass her up? Who's it going to be? Oh, wait, Stefan's all of a sudden making a run for the money. Autumn Breeze. Everyone is very confused. Autumn Breeze. She's the winner.
Autumn Breeze is the winner.
Her name is Autumn Breeze.
Oh,
I don't like that.
I bet
nobody likes that. Nobody.
I bet you her mom smells. Her dad probably has super long dreadlock hair, but not dreadlocks that he chemically had done. Dreadlocks like I've never washed my hair. Bet you her armpits are really hairy.
This has got to be a DJ announcing that too.
She only uses homemade tampons.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, they almost had me do that at the birthday station. I'm like, is this what my career has come to?
Did you almost have to do the weenie race? I think the biggest event that they have.
I had to do that. The wiener dog race, weren't you with me?
Yeah, probably. There's something about that wiener dog race.
That's just
amazing. they run it like it's the best thing that could ever happen. Yeah, like this is what's putting our station on the. I feel like if the wiener dog race went away, IXX would drop.
I'll tell you this. I remember them going, "Hey, you got to go." And kids are going to take the ice at not halftime. What is it? Whatever it is in hockey.
Mid period. I don't know.
And this proves my point. And kids are going to take the ice and they're going to play a hockey game and you got to announce. You got to be an announcer. And
I remember that.
I go, I don't know anything about sport. It doesn't matter. Just do it. I go, this is going to be bad because I'm not good at anything sports.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing.
And I did it and it was really bad. It was very embarrassing. I had the flu that day too. So we got to get going. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. All right, well, we made it. No, the last segment of the day.
I know, right?
Now we're going to get into the Karen Hour. You know who Verve banned all Karens?
I don't know if that's
good ones.
true.
Except the good ones.
Yeah.
Verb is a non-profit financial institution based out of Oshkosh. You hear them we talk about them all the time. VerbACU.com. Boy, do they offer amazing things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm possibly looking at getting a new car this week or next week. And you bet your sweet tookus I'll be doing the pumpkin spice loan.
What does that mean?
That means that they're going to, I guarantee they'll be able to get me, can't do it for everybody, but me a lower rate than what the dealership is going to offer me. And they're going to say, hey, 90 days, don't even worry about paying that right now.
Sounds almost
90 whole days.
Like that covers tale.
Christmas, and that's 2 months after Christmas. That is going to definitely, just all that money can go straight to your credit card then.
Boy, I like that.
Because you know that you're going to put some on your credit card.
So make sure you check them out. And by the way, you don't got to be a member. If you want to try that 90, the spice loan offer, the pumpkin spice, you can call it. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to be a member. Just talk to them. Call them. See what they can do. They're always trying to help. VerbACU.com. Speaking of Karens, more music. We do it next.